This game takes place in a fantasy setting, handcrafted by the Game Master. Any characters, events, locations, items, or similar that resemble anything real-world or in pre-existing fiction are purely coincidental. This world is set with custom rules and settings discussed upon by the GM and players. If you have any comments or concerns regarding their interpretations of the rules or gameplay, please keep them professional or to yourself if you can't play nice. We hope you enjoy. And we're back.
Hello.
Huzzah!
Wouldn't we have to be here first?
Sometimes, kinda, I guess.
I've never been anywhere.
Most days.
We know.
Ah, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Welcome
Same,
back!
honestly. Hi!
What's up? How y'all been?
Welcome back to Gentle Retin. Something.
Does this mean I'm going to have to record 23 new intros?
Yeah, no.
Son of a bitch.
No, you don't have to. Unless you want. Up to you. I'm not paying you.
Keep that in mind.
So, fun times. You guys, last time, getting straight into that, you guys blew up a mountain.
I don't remember that.
Just
Technically
you know this
speaking,
mountain
Aida blew up
right here.
Technically
This-
speaking, Ida didn't blow anything up.
Yeah,
She
you know, don't-
superheated
This
it.
whole
I just had a
thing
thought.
right here. Yeah,
How are you gonna fix the map?
that's no longer really there.
Riley, don't ask questions like that.
Oh, I can just edit the map. I just have to go into my editor and take it out.
Cool.
Cool.
But yeah, you guys ruined some lives, blew up a dragon, ended some lives. And the day is saved, question mark?
The day is over.
Yeah, the day is over. After aiding Sunfire in her endeavor, you guys decided to head on and to lead and follow the lead you got on the thing Ida is tracking, as well as in the general direction that Kapstan would like to travel. With that, you learned that one circus by the name of, I believe it's Mr. Bark's Baffling Bazaar? Or is it Fantastic Bazaar?
I think it's baffling.
Okay,
Baffling.
that is what I have in my notes.
Gosh, guys, take notes.
Shut up.
You begin heading
Says the
south.
guy who doesn't take notes.
Yeah, right.
Right?
The last information was you got that they were leaving Glossfield and heading into Fetton. That is right here. Or, sorry, right. Glossfield. Not too far away from the mountain ranges you just were in. So,
Fantastic.
yeah, it's about a week's travel. You guys have a wagon now. You have a new horse, and are on the road. Unless there's anything
Upon
you
the
guys...
trail once more.
Yes. Unless there's anything you guys would like to do, we will skip the week of travel and go straight to the town. Is there anything you'd like to do roleplay wise?
To burn the forest. No.
Would be the first time that's happened in our camp.
So how long have we been on the road so far? Or we just started going?
From the time between last session and this session would be about a week.
Okay, well, like
We are
halfway.
nearing the point.
Okay, never mind. Then. If we're just coming up to the point, we're not going to be there like immediately. Then I'll... So, have you guys figured out the things on you? Oh, your arm looks a bit. Yeah.
It's fancy, isn't it?
Well, you know where I come from. That is definitely new.
Would you like to look at it, Keenan? And I'll extend my new ashen arm out towards him.
Well, I was just more curious about if you knew if if it does anything, if it hinders you,
Dalton,
Yeah.
would I have figured any of that out yet?
With a week of touching herself. Wait, no.
No. With a week of travel, you would have.
Well, you
I
tell
would
me she's
say-
never squished that before? I mean,
Shut up, Damien.
On
Giggles and
behalf
sir.
of Roll for Redacted, I'd like to formally expel the CommonNightOwl. No.
wait a minute.
So, given the week that you guys have traveled, both you and Kapstan would have figured out the ins and outs of what you're able to do with it.
All right.
Given that both of you are, or at least you are, magically inclined,
Indeed.
it's
I'm chaotically
Not-
inclined.
not too difficult to figure out.
It's got some fun little perks.
That is not quite the answer I was looking for, but sure, as long as it's not going to make you keel over or anything.
As she's like waving the arm in front of you, letting you examine it, as she moves it, it leaves almost like a faint trail of ember behind it, as the cracks between what you would consider skin begin to faintly glow, emitting a soft light.
Right. I turn around and look at
Not
it.
touching that shit again.
Hey, Kapstan. I assume he's been listening.
Listening and driving.
What about you, Cap?
Kapstan just kind of turns his head towards you, and the only real difference is that instead of smoke, it's a lot more misty, and his eyeballs are gray.
I think this looks suits you better.
It tends to help when you glow in the dark, so when you stare across the bow of a boat, you could strike fear into the passersby.
Well, it's nice to know that he has not changed not one bit. So, Kapstan, are we there yet?
Kapstan kind of like stands up and looks over the horizon. How close are we?
If you guys would like to move on, then at this point you're maybe just an hour away. You can see a walled city in the distance.
I sit back down and point it out.
About an hour or so.
Real nice. We got out of gentle frost.
Rest.
I'd say it's more like 53 minutes away. But,
And why the hell did you ask?
just trying to make sure you're still you, man. Or
Do
this,
you want to walk?
I mean, if you want me to.
It was rhetorical.
Okay.
You don't know. Stay in the cart.
Okay.
You got to give yourself a bit of a backbone, Keenan.
Maybe some manners and confidence.
He's got
or-
manners. You're the one lacking in manners.
I hold the door open.
Well, while you guys were learning all of that, I did come across something new.
Oh?
Is it a soup recipe? A book?
I want to cast Eagle's Splendor on myself, just for the flavor of it.
Okay.
Hello. And he's got like this big grin.
You see
Did you
Keenan
just-
cast this this spell on himself, and it's this glowing golden energy that swirls around in his hand and turns into this almost luminescent purple swirling with greens. And he clutches his fist, and you see it flash for a bit and then slowly fade away as he absorbs the energy. And Keenan's demeanor gains this... You're not sure if it's confidence, but it's very much... You're more inclined to listen to him, and you're not sure if that's a thing you like.
Did you
No.
just make yourself prettier?
It's a bit weird. It's pleasing, but it's a bit weird.
How, Miss Aida, you best not be talking to me like that. And Cap, I've always been pretty.
Kapstan looks down
don't-
at the emergency brake and decides debates whether or not to pull it.
I'll drop the spell. It's hard to keep up. And it hurts my head.
New?
Oh, believe me, Miss Aida, I know.
Cap releases his tension on the brake.
But you know, all of those times where I was a bit too scared to speak up or anything, you know, I figured why not have something in my pocket that'll help.
I like it. I like the
Could just-
decision.
Could just be a bigger man, but
Baby steps, Cap.
He looks down at you.
I don't even know what a baby is.
You don't know what a baby is. Well, when two people love each other very well.
Ian interrupts the conversation because I don't have an NPC right now.
Squawk.
And
The first voice he's ever made.
Swiftly moving into the town.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to that.
I'm just gonna yaw a little faster.
Captain, just enough of that shit.
Never mind
Yeah.
that shit.
You guys go into town and becoming. Yeah. As you get closer, you see this. It is walled. It is a bit smaller than Gentle Rost. And has
Gentle Frost.
Gentle Frost.
Gentle crest.
There is a stone wall. The weird thing about it is that there is no well, there is the gate that would usually like complete the wall that would open and close. It is open. You can go straight into the city. There are guards on the wall. However, they seem very laxed. None seem to be very. I wouldn't say they're
On
not.
guard.
What is going on in the background? Is everything okay?
I think someone's shuffling papers. That's what it sounds
Oh,
like.
my bad. I didn't realize I was be able to pick up.
I didn't know if someone thought someone was dying. I had to
Oh,
make sure.
sorry, I was filing through my head list.
I wouldn't say
I have
they're
a
not
collection
on
of
guard,
heads.
but it seems like they're very relaxed with what they're doing. Like, you see one is casually, like, leaning over the side of the wall on his post. Sword, like, instead of in its sheath where it should be, it is leaned against the wall, and he's just, like, gazing out, like, almost admiring the distance.
This
fact,
place is
as you-
Rob.
In fact, as you, come in and go through the wall, no one's there to stop you. You just go straight on through. Some of the guards on the wall just give you a soft little wave.
I'll give him the little finger wave with my new arm.
As you do that, some of them go, huh? Like pull back a little confused. Just, okay, don't see that every day.
Just smiling at him all the while.
Okay, you pull through. You would come immediately past a few houses, straight into a market district. A few people bustling around. Let me get my notes. A few people bustling around, moving. You know, the town is ever alive. And there are a few stalls, you know, general goods like jewelry, food stalls, stuff like that. As well as in the center is this big statue of what you can assume is a half-elven man. By the way it is kept, it seems well kept, however, a bit old, as there are a few cracks running down it. It is a half-elven gentleman, big old beard, kind of lining his face, wearing basic traveler clothes like a tunic and really baggy pants with a rope tied around his waist rather than a belt. And he has a stick in his left hand. He's pointing towards the sky. And he's almost, I think it's Captain Morganing, where one knee is up on a rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure that has a real name, but
This is Glassfield, right?
Glassfield, yeah.
Glassfield. Sorry.
you know, like lip gloss.
DM, do you want me to get rid of a spell slot for that enhance ability that I cast?
No,
Okay.
that's fine. I gave you guys a week. You could have done that on like day 6 instead of day 7. It's fine.
Does this elven man look to be an official of the town of some sort?
He roll a history check.
Okay. Where's my history? Oh,
She
history
does that.
roll.
Is there a place to
Not
park
bad.
this bitch?
Wait, is this a statue?
It is a statue.
It is a statue.
Oh, I thought it was an actual guy. I was gonna go
No,
talk
it's
to him.
It's a dude. It's just a dude.
Well, I still want to know about
You
him.
thought there was just like a guy like Captain Morgan on like just some box,
Yeah!
just stick to the sky. That's awesome.
I was
I
like,
should
man,
have
this
done that.
is such a go talk to this guy moment from Dalton.
God, I haven't done that since like I don't think I've done like go talk to this dude since like my first campaign. At least I hope not. Anyway, you were looking for somewhere to put the stable or a stables.
This bitch.
You roll an investigation check.
But Miss Ida, maybe it would be advantageous to send. Can you see through your bird?
I sure can.
Maybe
Have we
you
not
should-
discussed this before?
I'm sure we have. And listen, Keenan
Amazing.
is a very smart boy, but Riley is not. So forgive me. Why not send your bird to look around? See if the circus is here.
Well, I don't think they are. The intel said they were heading towards Fenton. I'm losing my accent.
He like shrugs his shoulder, like you never know.
All right. I'll just like lean back and take over my bird.
Keep an eye out for stables. I can't see shit.
Ida, with
I will keep an eye
a
out.
15 in history, getting closer to the statue, you see a sign on it, like a little plaque, and it reads Glassfield Founder. Samson Willow.
Samson Willow.
Strong name.
He's the founder?
Is the founder of this.
Well, what a fancy guy.
He might still be alive.
He could be.
Can I help Kapstan look for the stables?
You can look for a stable.
Do investigation or perception?
It would. Investigation.
This.
You guys have never been
I'm
here.
in my bird now.
Yeah, Ida cannot hear you.
Yeah.
You guys have never been here. You've just come through the gate. and there is nowhere to park a horse that you can see. The best you can find is there is a
Surprised we haven't attracted any amount of attention.
Oh, you're getting looks. That's just a
okay.
given.
A tiefling, a lion, and a robot walk into a bar.
With a flaming horse.
With a flaming horse, yeah. Oh, you're getting
We
looks.
named that
Don't
horse
you
yet?
worry. I don't think Kapstan's named anything in his life except for his weapon.
Ida will name it. If Kapstan does not.
But no.
Damien was
You
thinking
guys-
about naming it after one of the mates of the Scarlet, which would be Smokes.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cute.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kapstan will affectionately call it that, but
Holy smokes.
that's what happened to Smokes. He got grape shotted to death.
Oh. Okay.
It's really sad.
The first time Kapstan cried, it never happened again.
Oh, dude, I'm leaking.
You guys do not know where a stable is. Ida, please roll a perception check with board. if you
With
do
my
not know.
board. Okie dokie.
Now, this is a question for the DM. Do you just let the bird fly, or do you throw it first?
I lift it up like I'm gonna gently toss it into the air, and then I grab its feet and just whip it into the sky. Let's see.
We only condone familiar abuse.
Believe that's just a +1. I don't think he has advantage on perceptions. I'm looking, I don't see that, so I think it's just
13.
13.
13. Okay.
4.
Flying around a bit. You see amidst the crowd and people, walking about, children running down the street. You see a man on horseback, and he walks up to a stall. It is a bit. There's a river bisecting the city, and it is on the opposite side of that. You guys are on. You see him approach a stall, and that is set in front of a building, and he approaches, hands a bit of gold, and the lady nods and takes the horse. He walks away.
Well, I found a place to put the horses. About how big is the town? Let's compare it to Gentle Frost.
Rest.
Frost.
How big is it?
It is smaller, much smaller comparatively. Gentle Rost had a much larger. What's the word? It appeared much larger than it actually was because of the furnaces. They took up a lot of space. But even still, this town is much. I'd say it's about half the size.
Could I assume that the place where the horse was dropped off is it connected to an inn or something? Is that what it looked like?
Yeah, you see her go through, and she took it in. She took the horse from the stall, took it into the building, and then you couldn't see her from there.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna let Ian get a sort of layout of the town, if that's possible with a 13. So just to see, there's the marketplace, and that's the inn, and things like that. Here's the bridge,
Here's where we leave.
Just a layout. Yeah.
I suppose I can. I don't know how I would incorporate this with the audience, because the map of this town is on my notebook. I will send a picture of this to you, Miss GlassSiren, and
Okey-dokey.
I'll give it to you. I don't know how I would incorporate with the audience though.
Well, you just send it to the camera.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Or not.
Just go back and post and edit a photo of it in.
Yeah.
Goober.
Or I could not. That requires a modicum of work and responsibility.
If you'd like to see the map, you're gonna have to pay $9.99 now for the DLC.
Hey, actually, that's not a bet now.
Yeah. You want bonus content? Sign up for our Patreon.
But yeah, once I get like the overall layout, I'm just gonna snap my fingers and Ian's gonna poof back to me and I'm gonna come back to my senses.
Things that you might have recognized as here. There's a
noticeable features.
Noticeable features. Doing a quick scan, you see on the southern side as well. You see a few bigger buildings with signs. Some of them unreadable, because of the angle your bird's at. You notice one shop with a sign reading "Bottled and Bright," and you would notice another building that you can assume is a tavern or inn.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of those, and I'm gonna look to Kapstan and go. So a ways across the river, there's a place we can put the wagon.
Oh, good.
And I make my way that way.
Okay. Following
Up
Aida.
on the trail once more.
Following Aida, you lead. I'll call him Smokes. Down the horse animal, down the cobblestone path, and over a stone bridge that leads over a flowing river that bisects the city. You cut a right, and from here you can see that there is a walled-off inner section of the city. It has guards posted. These ones seem a bit less lax than the ones at the gate, and this gate is closed. It seems they are not letting just anybody into this section of the city.
And that's where the stables are?
No. Passing that, you
okay.
You follow Aida a bit more, and of course, getting looks the entire way. You come up to the stall. Inside, you see a small, 3 foot tall gnome woman with this green little dress on. I say dress.
Is there a box nearby?
A gown.
No, I'm just kidding.
He was a halfling, I think.
They'll fit. I have a casket.
Listen.
Stop putting small people in your casket.
Oh, well, it's harder to put big ones in.
She's wearing, I suppose, a gown would be more appropriate, with a bit of a little hat on that seems to be blocking the sun from her eyes. Has this gray hair with a small tinge of color to it that is comes down to her neck and is just cut short, styled very loosely. And as you approach this gnome woman, "Oh, hello, dears."
Good evening, or morning, or whatever it is.
It would be evening.
Good evening.
Sorry.
Well, I guess I'm the only one talking, so
Surprised Keenan didn't say anything.
we're looking for a place to store our horse and wagon.
"Oh, lovely. And oh my," as she looks up and sees the fiery and molten maw that is this horse.
Yeah.
It just snorts.
Is it safe to touch?
Is it safe to touch, Dalton?
You haven't had it burn you yet.
I'm also
I
fire
really,
resistant.
really hope so.
I'll. No, I won't. You wouldn't do that. Never mind.
It's still got the saddle on it, so it's assumed that it's been ridden.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Would you need somewhere for the wagon as well?
I just look over to
Ideally.
Kapstan. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well,
Out with it, Grandma.
I'm looking. The DM is looking. Do not
Oh.
Leave
That's
Granny
just
alone.
leave Granny out of this. This is me. No.
Oh. God damn it, Dalton.
Oh. Ooh.
Why you gotta call me that?
I know who you are.
The ruse is up. It would be. We'll just say it'd be 4 gold for parking for 1 day, like 1 day and night.
Parking.
Parking.
Nice. I hand it over.
She she takes the reins on the wagon and she's like holding it like you would, like with 2 fingers on each hand, just ooh, ooh. She is seemingly very scared of this horse, but she gets it moving and she runs it into the building, gets it in there.
I'll
Parks
just
it
call
where it
out
needs
to
to
her
go.
as she's going. He likes sugar cubes, dear.
Right. Ooh. She comes out and she has these little like round glasses on. She adjusts them. Just while you're here, could I suppose you got quite a. Ooh. She like turns back to look at the building. Ooh. Then looks back to you. Quite an interesting specimen. I don't suppose that you'd all be interested in purchasing any upgrades for your wagon then.
Looks over
Wagon
to
upgrade, you
Kapstan.
say?
Kapstan kind of thinks about it for a minute.
Well, I would suppose it's how long we plan on keeping this wagon.
Well, I don't like walking, and it's my horse, so.
I'd like to make it to Fenton before the circus leaves.
What's the timeline looking like, lady?
This to the gnome?
Yeah.
Oh, I would just go up to the high district and go get it for you.
What do you
Oh, is it gone already?
fucking duct
no,
taped
no,
and
no,
zip
no.
tied on
Okay.
there, or like how fast did I do this?
Sorry, I wasn't clear. Your wagon is in the building right behind her. She is talking about going to get a new wagon that she claims is better than this one.
You got a spec list or something? And what the hell's the high district?
I have a catalog here somewhere, I think. Let me get it. And she reaches under her little stall and pulls out a little binder. Let's see.
I like this lady.
Well, the weird wagons up in the higher district. In the higher district, she points off towards the walled off area.
The weird wagons.
Weird wagons. We have 3 normal carts, but you all have, one of those. We have a residential carriage. It's about 3 people. And DM speak. Actually, no, she can do this in character. The residential wagon or the carriage. It is a 2-story wagon with a nice lounging area on the bottom and room for 3 to sleep on in the second floor. We have a battle carriage.
That is a bitchin' wagon.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit, that's a house.
We have
It's a mobile home.
We have a battle wagon. This one only sleeps 2. It doesn't have much lounging area to speak of, but it does have a 2nd story with a mini ballista to shoot out through.
Oh no.
Why do all of these have 2nd stories and not just like quarters on top of the roof that can be removed?
These are rather weird wagons, dear.
Yeah.
As far as if you were, I doubt you would be. I sure wouldn't. But if you were looking to get a new mount or a bit of new muscle to lug around, we have 2 direwolves in stock. We have 3 elephants.
Just whole what?
We have a bear, and we only have this one's a bit newer addition. We have a mimic whose preferred form is a carriage.
Whose preferred form is it? Holy
How
shit.
much is that?
Yeah.
The mimic. His name is Tintin. That would be 500 gold pieces.
I think we can afford that.
Wagon for him?
I don't know if you want to ride on a mimic.
Keenan, I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm almost positive.
Well,
sure.
Even the wagon's dangerous.
I assure you, Stilton is very tame.
How much are the elephants?
Stilton.
Oh, the elephants are 200 gold pieces.
Keenan. It's a mimic.
How much
You
was
don't
that
need anything to
residential?
pull a mimic. It'll pull itself.
Well, I don't want to ride on a mimic.
How much was the residential and the ballista turret?
The residential carriage is 100 gold pieces, and the battle carriage, battle wagon, that one's 250 gold pieces.
Keenan.
It's a mimic, Miss Ida. What if it bites me?
That's my argument exactly.
I bite you.
Oh, if another luxury that Stilton does come with, if because it sounds like you're interested. He is battle trained and ready. He's a bit of a sweetheart, but he will defend himself if need be.
Keenan. He's a sweetheart. And he's battle trained. And
Unfortunately,
he's 500.
I'm not sure if he is potty trained. He's still a bit young, but you know, as pets come.
And it's a baby?
It's
Oh.
younger. It's a rather large mimic.
Keenan.
We
He's
get
looking
to
for a
teach him
family.
tricks.
He's
Why are you talking to me like it's up to me? It's not up to me.
You're the only one that had the problem with getting him.
I could just walk if it's that big of an issue.
I'm not gonna make you walk, Keenan. But I think
Then
you
I-
should ride in the mimic.
How much money do we have?
I have plenty for a mimic. I'm just saying. I'm losing my accent and it's bothering me.
Can I? Is this
That
lady telling the
ballista would
truth?
come in handy.
You want to roll?
Is this
an
like?
insight
Wait, is this
check?
lady highballing us?
Probably incite her.
You want to roll an insight check on the old grandma? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll let Keenan do it. He brought it up.
Oh.
You start like looking at her, just something's not right about this granny. You get the feeling that she is a mimic.
Huh.
She's selling her babies.
I
She
lean into
is committing the awful tragedy that is making mimics through her own biology and selling them off through this,
I'm gonna
this
lean over to Miss Ida,
terrible
like,
trade.
I think she's a mimic.
I'm gonna insight check her. I'm just gonna
Okay.
squint at her real hard.
All right.
After hearing that Keenan thinks that she's a mimic. Where is my there it is. A straight roll. Hey.
Do I have to roll a deception check for this lady? What am I doing here?
If you're trying to deceive me, you do.
Oh, then performance. You squint even more at this lady, this old grandma, the sound is like slowly fades out, and she's just like mutely like wah 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 wah, just pointing to this catalog and this binder, and then like giving a big smile, adjusting her glasses, pointing back to the catalog. She's fine. You don't think this lady has ever or would ever hurt a fly a day in her life?
Keenan. She's a sweet old lady. She just wants to sell us a mimic carriage. And I think we should let her.
Oh, you know, go ahead, buy it.
You say it's had weird wagons?
Yes, if you'd like, I'd just walk up and go get it for you.
I wouldn't want you to walk all the way, dear. How about, is there a trade-in offer? Could we trade in our wagon for a discount on Stilton, whatever his name is.
Stinton.
Tin?
Got it right.
Tintin?
Tintin.
Stinton here.
Stinton.
Stinton. I don't see why not.
The horse is not included, by the way.
I assume so.
All
I
right.
reckon that'd take about 30 gold pieces off your order then.
So what's that? 470?
70.
470, yes, Miss Aida.
Thank you, Keenan. So are we all pulling together, or am I paying for this thing, or?
I guess I can put some money towards the wagon. Mimic.
Keenan, it's experiences like these that'll give you a backbone.
I'll give you 175 gold. Or
All right.
170. Make the math easy.
Okay.
Do you need my scratch?
I mean, I don't need it. It's up to you. I don't care.
Says Stenton. How big is Stenton wagon for him? Exactly.
You guys do not see him. You have not met him.
Yeah, but it's in the catalog.
Yeah. It would be around maybe slightly bigger than the wagon you came in with.
So with Keenan's bit, I would only pay 300. So yeah.
And he just
Got the gold ready.
he just moves himself as a wagon, right?
He can. However, it would be faster if you hitched him to. Mimics.
Good thing we've got a
themselves are
flaming
not very
horse.
Fast.
Is there any chance we can get that ballista taken off of that?
Oh, I don't know if Stinton, in his young age, is able to carry something like that.
Maybe I can.
Well, if he can't carry a ballista, we'll be able to carry all three of us.
Well, I imagine he could probably carry one or the other, but wouldn't.
Your
want...
boys are missing something. He can fight himself. We're good.
Ida, I want a ballista.
I just don't think that's practical, Kapstan. Not for travel.
Kapstan looks at his coffin.
Right.
It's not
Can we
gonna
put one
I
on
guess I wouldn't
layaway?
see it, but he thinks
we go on layaway.
yeah.
Yeah. We start paying for it now, pick it up
You,
later.
you take credit? No, is it possible to buy the ballista though?
Riley,
Yeah.
you gave me how much? You gave me 170,
Yeah, 170.
Because we've only got one horse.
Wagons.
but it's
Because we've only got one damn horse.
and 70 minus.
Oh, just buy the bear.
So how much? So
I paid
the
200.
ballista wagon was 200,
250.
250, and how much were the? I know the elephants were cheap.
200.
Yeah.
Honestly, we should just get a fucking elephant to pull our carriage.
We have a flaming horse.
The direwolves
Yeah.
are 200.
But I'm trying to buy a whole ass other thing.
The direwolves are 200.
200.
The elephants are 200, and the bear is 150.
What kind of bear is it?
It is the statistics is a cave bear, but it's a brown bear.
Just out of curiosity, Dalton,
Yes.
did the circus have any of these things? Back in the glory days.
Back in ye olden times,
Yeah.
they would have had like elephants,
Mhm.
and maybe. Hold on, I'm rolling a dice. They had one Not lion tamer,
Very
but dire wolf
upset
tamer.
lion.
tamer.
Oh.
What?
A dire wolf tamer.
Ooh. Oh, that was just for me. I just wanted
Oh.
to know.
So we're buying the mimic wagon for sure.
I would like to. It's a
Okay.
mimic wagon.
I think that's a given. And unless the ballista
Okay,
is
then.
removable,
Is that a question towards the lady?
that is a question towards you, God.
It is not made to be removable. However, Kapstan has made his way with things before.
So how much would it be if I hacked that bastard off myself?
You'd have to buy the whole wagon. Be
God
destroyed
damn it.
property.
Cap, you could probably have one made for you at a smithy or something. As impractical as it is.
Or we could just mount a whole bunch of crossbows up there.
Now he's thinking outside of the box.
No, it's not unheard of for mimics to take the form of weapon. I don't see if you give him some treats and some training. Eventually he might learn how just to put up a ballista up there himself. Maybe when he gets a bit bigger. I don't know about now.
Maybe I could commit to training him a bit.
I only work vehicles, not really animals.
I helped train a few of the elephants back in the circus.
Oh, you
Well,
were
I
with
think,
the circus, dear.
Yes, actually. I heard it passed by here not that long ago, yes?
Oh, they
Probably
did,
not as good as it
yeah.
used to be.
I've been to it a few times, and I hey, it's gone a little downhill, unfortunately. No offense, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not currently with them anymore.
Oh, I see. Well,
Wait, was she being rude towards Ida because Ida looks funny?
No.
Okay. I thought I'd heard that correctly.
She was saying that she's been to this specific circus a few times, and this year they just happen to be
bad.
inadequate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do the fire poi for them way back in the day.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Maybe I've seen you before. I can't quite remember. The only tiefling I'd
maybe,
seen with
maybe
them
not.
was that big old blue one on the stilts.
Ah, yes. You probably haven't seen me then. I don't think I ever came through here anyway. Not while I was with them.
Well, Mr. Barks came by and bought an elephant or two, and we did our normal business and left.
He look alright.
He didn't seem like himself. It's not uncommon for him to stop by and buy an exotic animal or two. He seemed a bit rushed, seemed a bit looking over his shoulder like.
You notice any other, I guess, oddities? Other than the usual circus oddities, I mean. Just curious for old time's sake.
Can't say I have. Oh, I think my grandson, he's a guard with a rekindled flame. He was doing duty that night on the circus ring. He told me that he saw some of the kids sneaking into Mr. Bark's tent. That he had to chase them out, so maybe look for them troublemakers.
You got a description for me?
Oh, Poor kids, I don't believe they got a home to them. So it'd be hard to pin them down any place specific. I think some nights they like to go out behind the old tavern, Old Willow's Tavern. And you know, take a few drinks like kids do.
Cute. Maybe I'll drop him a few coins.
I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Could drop them a few stories if you're trying to get information.
Speaking of coins, and I'm gonna pay her for the mimic.
Okay. Is that all you pay her for, or are you buying?
That's
the
all I'm paying
ballistas
for.
or-
I want the mimic.
Okay.
Unless there's a possibility of purchasing the armored wagon and then tearing it apart to armor up Stenton and get my fucking ballista, no, I don't think I will.
Okay.
You said Old Willow's Tavern?
Mhm.
Okay.
Uh,
Did I see where that was when I was looking through Ian, or no?
Yes, the tavern and inn that I had mentioned before is the only one.
Right. Okay.
She takes the gold and she kind of like gives you a nice little nod, and she steps up off her little stool and she hops down and starts waddling towards the walled off district. I'll be right back, dears.
Thank you, ma'am.
A few minutes go
Is
by.
she gone?
Yeah, she's gone.
That lady gives me the freaking creeps.
She's a sweet old lady, Keenan.
She may want her toes.
She got eyeballs just sitting about.
You-
No!
that you can
Don't
see.
steal from her.
Just gonna look around while I wait.
All right.
Just rummage.
I gotta correct my spelling.
No,
Glass
even if
field.
you rolled high
Not
enough, you
glass
wouldn't be able to
field.
find much there besides just
Hey,
like,
hell!
like paperwork and catalogs of the different kind of things they've had.
Is there any receipts there for wagons?
No.
Damn.
You can assume they would
Could
not
you
keep that
imagine?
here in the open.
Could you imagine? Hey, I have these receipts for these wagons. Weren't you just here the whole time? Yeah, but I've got these.
I'd like to return the mimic.
Yeah. Sorry. No takes backs.
A few minutes pass and she comes back out. The gates open and you can see her from where you are. The gates open and you see this sweet 3-foot tall old lady carrying this.
Oh, she's 3 foot tall?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
3
no.
foot tall.
I'm a Goliath compared to her.
She's small.
She
That
has-
makes this so much funnier because it's like the elephant gets scared of the mouse.
where
Yes.
you where you would normally hitch a horse to the wagon. She has it by a little like leash almost, and she's leading it. The wagon's following.
Oh, I love him already.
And it rolls up and comes to you, and she stops, and it keeps rolling. He's like, "Oh no, dear, you can stop," and it stops. Everyone, meet Stenton. Stenton, meet your new family. And you see,
Hello, Stanton.
you see the wagon give a little shake. Little tendrils kind of like come out from each wooden board and do a little wiggle as it goes back in and goes back to its wagon form.
I love it. I
Besides,
died.
I really don't know.
That is single-handedly the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
It's adorable, you
On
two.
land, at least.
I
What's he eat?
I
Oh,
hope
he-
it's people.
Kapstan looks directly at her.
Cap, stop! And I'm gonna elbow him in his middle side and probably hurt my funny bone just a little bit.
He blinks twice
Oh,
and
well,
then looks
he
back at
is-
Stenton.
He is a carnivore, so you'd probably need to feed him quite decently sized bits of meat, maybe like a large fish or some sort. Like, oh, Stenton here, and she runs into her little wagon or her little building, her stables, and she comes out and has this piece of jerky Stanton, here, boy. And you see right above where the driver would sit, 8 little eyes open up and look down. And she tosses the jerky up, and the entire front of it opens up, and you see this maw of like 3 different rows of these unaligned teeth catch it and crunch down. And as the teeth intersect one another, the mouth closes. The teeth fade back in and form the wagon once more.
The circus had something like you back in the day. Oh, I'm gonna walk up and just like, I don't know, pat the door.
I'm gonna scratch the lights. I don't.
The undercarriage. I don't know.
Do I fix the wheels?
As you're all like patting it, you think it gives a little. What can you assume are mimic purrs? It seems to be enjoying the attention. Keenan, how are you feeling?
We'll need to park him here for the night.
I want to cry.
How heavy is he?
He's a wagon.
He's a
mimic.
wagon.
I'm pretty sure mimics aren't light.
I'd like to figure out how heavy he is by gently lifting him.
Oh.
He just turns to putty. Like the whole wagon just melts.
I was about to say, okay, just for me, roll an animal handling check.
Who? Him?
Yeah.
That was almost a 19.
Yeah, I saw
Right?
that.
Horse shit.
You pick it up by its side, and you begin lifting it, and it begins making these noises like. You think it's almost like laughter, like you're tickling it. And as you begin lifting it higher and higher, it's a very heavy set of equipment. You feel it slowly turn to the sticky Icarus putty in your hands. And it begins running up your arm, and it begins like playfully, the little tendrils begin like patting at you, like it's trying to fight back, but like very, like almost how like a baby kitten would paw at you.
Aww. That's disgusting, but in a cute way.
Kapstan just kind of like stares at it, confused.
He likes your cap. Ian, why can't you be more like Stanton?
I'm sorry, hold on.
I'm glad I broke the tea.
Okay, sorry.
We've won Dungeons and Dragons again, folks.
That caught me
I've
really
done
off
it.
guard.
I'm gonna put Stenton back down.
Okay.
So I can't carry him, but I sure shit can flip him back over.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that with Keenan's help, we can lift him.
Oh no. I had to touch him.
You have to sleep in him.
How's the interior?
You open the door.
I'm
and you
gonna
go
pop
in.
my head in, yeah.
Yeah, you go in. It is okay. So on the front, it's separated into 2 halves. So on the front half it's a decently sized wagon. On the front half, there are a set of small benches on either side, and it's like I don't know how to like name that type of sofa, but it's basically a U-shaped set of seating.
Okay.
Very, very nicely cushioned with sewn buttons in it. And that seems to be this main seating area with a sliding window to the driver's seat. And on the backside is seems to be a very, very small like lounge area that has another set of seats on one wall. On the other wall is a small chest, as well as an empty bookshelf. A very small.
That's on the
shelf.
inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get a lot of buttons
on
missing.
the inside.
Kick-ass digs. Wait a minute, he's a mimic. Couldn't we change the layout?
We could change the We could teach him to change the layout.
I'm just
my
like I'm
God.
just like sticking my paw out, like at it, like a good boy.
Do you
Ida and
actually
I are
touch
like
him?
climbing inside of him, touching him, and like trying to figure out how he works.
Mhm. Do you have to steer him like a horse? I guess the horse does the steering anyway. We gotta hook it up.
Yes, if he's being horse-drawn, then you need to steer him. He can drive himself if need be, but it's a lot slower. Mimics aren't known for their speed.
Of course.
What this means is horse-drawn, he's a lot faster, but if he does not have a horse, he can move himself 15 feet per round. He has a speed of 15.
So he's not terrible.
He's
That's
not
terrible.
terrible.
Kinda ass though, 15 feet per
Yeah.
round. That's a slow motherfucker.
He's huge.
My
and
dear,
he's a
would it be
mimic, so
alright
he's
if
scary.
we parked him here for a bit? I think we're staying the night, right, boys? It's evening now.
Do you have any other lodging?
Keenan's
No,
like,
there's
I
the-
do not want to stay here. No.
There's the Old
well-
Willows Tavern.
Yes, says this Willow's Old Inn. Speak to him about rooming. Well, considering you've already paid, a night's fee for your old wagon, and you just bought this one, if you stay in a couple nights, and how about the first night's free, and you've already paid for tomorrow?
Wonderful.
Bendis.
Right this way, Stanton. And I'm gonna try to usher him towards a stall.
You start calling him, and he gives a little wiggle
Here,
again,
boy.
and his wheels begin.
Instead of rolling, he walks.
Yeah.
No, his
he
wheels
picks up
slightly
the
begin
wheels.
rolling, and then the wheels turn to this purple, almost blackish ichorous tendrils, and begin slaps the ground and begins squelching its way towards you, pulling itself with these tendrils.
You're so cute.
You lead it into the stable, and he rolls into he finds him a little place, and he sits down.
Aww.
Frost hasn't bitten anyone yet.
Tame.
We'll be back for ya in a bit, alright, baby.
Oh, God almighty!
Can't wait to feed somebody to him.
Tome, take me now, please.
Ida just rolls her
Sorry,
eye.
no can do,
Tom
kid.
can't
I'm
take you
stuck with
anywhere
you.
near, he's dead.
What did I
Anyway.
just say?
I said Tom can't take you anywhere, he's dead.
E.
You can go join him. About
We can
it.
feed you to the mimic.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, to the tavern.
Okay, heading straight to the tavern.
Yeah.
Oh,
I assume it's getting
buddy.
dark because it was evening when we got here and
I loved everything
spot
about that
that
sequence.
thing. That was great. We have a mimic wagon.
You do
That
have
is-
you own a mimic now. This is
That
my
is super cool.
this is
I
the
love
second
it.
party I've DM'd for that now owns a mimic.
That
We were all
three of
there
us
for
are
that one,
also
too.
in the other one.
This is significantly cooler than a couple ghost coins.
Or
Well-
a cross. I know it's a glove, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
turns
glove
into
that turns into a
crossbow.
crossbow, yeah.
Wait, so
I
the
thought we were talking about the coins.
mimic is into vor?
I mean, those were ghosts.
Around.
Not the big one that kept
Arm?
biting Riley.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah, that motherfucker did not like me. Anyways,
for context, audience, in my other campaign, which these three are a part of, they found a pile of coins, and each coin was a mimic. Riley stole the biggest one, and has shoved it in his pocket, and he has named it. I believe he has named it Richard.
yeah, because he's acting like a dick.
Mhm.
And he likes one of the other party members better.
Because she feeds it.
As she feeds it. Keg, our goblin, aka played by the wondrous goblin with a pencil, aka our Apocalypse, made the arts for some of our NPCs. She plays a
Beer.
goblin. Her glove is a mimic that turns into a crossbow.
I forgot his name.
Oh,
Pint.
that's
Pint.
why she calls
right,
it
Right,
Pint.
Cake and Pint. I
Mhm.
love it. Anyhow.
Anyhow,
makes
you guys,
sense.
going back to this campaign, you guys are heading towards Old Willow Inn.
I'm gonna just kind of keep my eye out for a group of kids that look a little homely, okay?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
See how
Is a
how
straight
observant you
roll
are of the no.
of 2.
I was gonna say, given
Oh.
that I'm aware that we're looking for children too, I think I'll roll one as well.
Sure.
Wow.
I'll just assist somebody. It doesn't matter who.
All right, then
Oh,
I'll
we've
I'll
already
allow that.
rolled.
Capstan, roll one more time. Advantage. Or this will be 18. Okay.
We were looking for kids, right? Right. Cool.
Look, a baby.
A child. We could
A
I
child.
can't wait to feed that to Stenton.
Child acquired.
You find and approach the Old Willow Inn, and you hear rustling in the alleyway that's to the side of it, and you see just the glimpse of 2 kids like laughing and talking to one another, and they rush behind the building.
Hey, Ida, there's some children over there.
Lovely.
You wanna-
I'll be right back. Unless you want to come with me, but I'd rather not scare them away.
I'll be in here.
And I open the door to the inn. Kapstan's just thinking in his head, just grab the little bastard, shake him a couple times. Where is she?
Where is she?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Cap, we'll get to you in just one moment. Keenan, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm following them. But if are they like full on sprinting after the children?
No, they're just
No,
splitting
no,
off.
Oh,
no. One's going inside, one's going around the building.
I reckon I'll go for the outside one.
Okay,
You
outside.
coming with me? Let's go.
Oh no, we've left that man with that child.
No, I'm going
Yeah,
to
no.
the children.
I'm going to. Yeah, no. I'm going where the adults are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kapstan's going to get a drink. I'm going to bribe some children.
Fair enough.
You guys approach, and as you get closer through this alley, you can hear the sound of talking, like hushed murmurs, the sounds of laughing, and the sounds of like rummaging, moving things aside.
I'm
And
going
as
to
you
just like raise up a hand to Keenan to be like, don't be scary, which Ida doesn't think you're scary, but you are a big lion man, so she doesn't know what the kids are gonna
A
think.
gigantic fucking predator.
Mhm.
you turn the corner, and you see 3 kids, all rummaging over essentially a barrel full of trash.
Aw. I'm just gonna approach. I'm not being stealthy, but like I'm not making my presence known either, so I'm just gonna kind of stand there for a second.
They turn around, or one specifically does, and you get a better look at them. The oldest one can't be older than like 16. He is the tallest, wearing very tattered clothes, more rags than anything. It's this green torn shirt with these almost like with these gray pants with these like 1,000 patches running down them. He has dirt caked all over his face and like unbrushed, unkept hair. This like soft, almost dirty, like orange color. And he turns to a younger boy who seems he may be about 14. And he like gives him a good tap on the shoulder, like telling to look towards you. And he goes, and like steps back, just like you scared him. This one is wearing a solid tunic, runs down to about his knees, tied around the waist, and it's a solid torn and patched up blue. He has this long brown hair, as well as very dirty, very messy. And he kind of like takes this third boy, who seems like he might be around the age of 10, and he gets in front of him, kind of like puts him behind himself. And the older boy, what you want?
Got a
Kinda
couple
like-
questions to ask a lot of you.
He kind of like steps in front of the other two, like very slowly moving. It seems like he doesn't want to make any sudden movements, almost like you're a dinosaur. We don't like talking to strangers. Like to...
Oh, my name's... Oh, sorry, continue.
I don't like talking to strangers. Maybe just mind your own business, we'll mind ours. He's kind of like looking between you and Keenan. You can see the gears turning in his head.
Well, my name's Aida. This is my friend Keenan, and as far as I know, you're not very good at staying in your own business. Heard you snuck into a little, circus office. But I don't expect information for free either. And I'll pull out, like 5 gold pieces and sort of flash them between my fingers.
Oh, that's cool.
Their eyes light up, and you hear the younger boy in the very back. It's a lot of money. The older one, who's very obviously taking the charge on this. All right, what you want to know?
I want to know what you saw in there.
Eh?
Any details? Yeah, in Mr. Bark's office.
Not much. There's a tent. He had a desk with some really uninteresting looking stuff. Grab. We got had a little circular ticking thing. Oh, sold that to a plenty store. Glorious place is down there. He had this
Snagged his pocket watch.
had this necklace. This red thing. In it. We sold that to the name magic store down there.
I assume that's bottled and bright.
You can ask.
I'll just say, is it bottled and bright?
No, that's the potion one. I could show you.
Sure, Keenan, you mind taking a walk with me?
Sure, yeah.
Dalton, do any of the things that they mentioned stealing, do those ring a bell to me?
The pocket watch, you definitely remember. The necklace, no. That sounds new.
Okay.
They kind of like begin walking past you, and as they go to move to the side of you, their eyes never leave you. Like they are watching you. And the younger one is kind of clinging to the second youngest or the second oldest. Kind of like keeping to his heels. And when they leave the alley, the older one turns to the other two and just, guys, go on back home. Got this. Be fine. They both nod and they run off in a different direction.
I assume Ian watches them the whole time they walk away.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
As Ian like his head slowly turns to watch them move, you see the younger child just and then they leave.
I'll notice. I'll notice that Ian's doing that, and I'll just like backhand him off of my shoulder.
Okay. All right.
So, what's your name?
Kind of like looks at the ground, like with his eyes, and he's just like almost like he's embarrassed to say it.
Aw, sweet. You're not making fun.
It's this way.
I'm gonna follow him.
Kapstan, how are you doing?
I don't know. What's the bar look like?
You go inside.
Just saloon, open that door, just stand in there, stare at everybody.
You go in. You see, the bar is pretty late. It's getting late. It's almost sunset. The bar has a good few patrons in it. A few humans, dwarves, elves, the like melting pot of different people here.
Cannon fodder.
Sure. And at the bar, you see this old half-orc gentleman wearing these black slacks with suspenders going over a white button-up shirt. He has this over his like deep green skin. He has this salt and pepper beard that is very trimmed, very short and very neat, as well as this black with a few specks of gray hair slicked back. And as he turns around to look at you, he is cleaning a glass and he goes, "Hey, take a seat. I'll be with you in just a second."
Is there any empty tables? Or tables with one or less people?
Yeah, plenty.
Plenty of empty or one or less people?
Plenty of empty. There's plenty of seats empty at the bar as well.
Okay, I will find my way to... Well, I guess if there's empty spots at the bar, I will find my way to the bar.
Lovely. He finishes up with an order of another dwarven gentleman down the bar. And he puts the glass that he is cleaning on the counter, and he throws the rag over his shoulder. "Alright, how can I help you?" Gives you a nice warm smile.
Okay. Pretty surprising.
What's on tap?
Alright, let's see. He turns around and this dude, for his old age, pretty well built. He seems to be taking care of himself. He turns around and there is a shelf lined with bottles. We got your cheap ale, your dwarven whiskey, elven wine. Dwarven wine? Didn't know they made that one. Kind of like looks back at you, gives a little like smile, like it was a joke. And he just like starts naming different variants of wine made by different companies. Different wines and whiskeys.
What's your favorite?
Alright. Here. He grabs a bottle. It is rounded and then comes to a like the glass is then formed into like this blocky shape, and then to the neck of the bottle. He puts it up, and because Dalton doesn't have brand names for alcohol.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. I have
Call it Pipst.
Pipst
Yeah,
down.
as a play on the famous beer Pabst.
Pipst. Sure, it says Pipst on it. It is an orcish mead.
Kapstan takes the bottle and looks at it.
He
He's gonna
almost
just-
like gestures, like go on kind of gesture.
Kapstan being Kapstan slides it into his jacket and says,
I'll have some cheap ale.
He then he points at you, going, and puts both hands up and gives a slight nod. All right. He pours you a cheap ale, and he slides it over to you. 2 copper. What's Construct doing in Consurgia? Ain't seen one like you in a bit.
Prefer the term individual, man, or sir. But I'm here with a search party looking for circus freaks.
Oh, the bark speed. Yeah. I came through. Left about 2 days ago.
How'd they,
You cut out, sorry, say again?
how'd they look?
First for wear. Definitely weren't doing too good. Some of the talent, I guess. They seem to be doing fine, but Barks is not running the ship like he used to. We'll just put it like that.
Here they went down to Fenton. That right?
Yeah, that's the place they said they were going. They had this clown, handing out flyers and stuff, saying if you want to catch another show, head down there. 2 days travel. I don't know why anyone would follow that.
There are remnants here. Maybe the clowns stay.
I don't think the clown stayed. Let me. I know Barks booked a rooms with someone higher districts, but not really permitted to know anything going on up there.
The hell's the high district?
The walled off section of the city. That's where the big wigs and the magically inclined stay.
Who do I gotta strangle to get in there?
Strangle.
Kapstan is not amused.
Probably just talk to the guard. They're nice folk. Easy to talk to, not easy to bribe. Their
How
whole...
about to strangle?
Yeah, they don't fight back often. They're all about peace, prosperity, and pacifism or some shit.
Favorite type of mark?
Well, good luck with that, I suppose. And, you didn't hear any of that.
Kapstan stands up, drinks his drink.
I don't even know who you are.
Kind of gives you another smile and gives you a little wink.
Nice. Let's go find my friends.
All right, friends. You are following down the street with
Angel.
Angel.
I love him.
And you come up to a building. It is, I want to say, built very fancily. It seems like a building that should be in the High District, but is not. It is this nice, shiny wooden building with a chiseled stone foundation that has these carvings etched into it that almost look like runic symbols. And on the sign is there's a hanging sign above the door that reads Graham Wood Wonders.
Read what?
Sip of water. Graham Wood Wonders.
Okay. This the place, kid?
Yeah, it is. Sold it to him. Said it was a magical thing. Got a pretty nice price for it. Hey, it's a bit of a tricksy one. So, take everything he says at face value. That tip might require extra. And then he starts rubbing his fingers together.
I see what you're saying, kid. Just one more question.
Yeah.
Did you notice any people like me in the circus?
With the horns? Whatnot?
Horns or wings or tails. Tiefling folk.
Devilish
Wings?
demeanor.
Ada Tieflin. He was up on stilts.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's deserving of a tip, and I'm gonna give the kid 50 gold.
Oh!
He like holds it in his hands and like looking up to you and then to the gold. Right, thank you. And he runs off, like shoving it in what little remains of his
Don't
pocket.
spend it all in one place.
He runs off.
I think I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome.
To try to find them, I'm going to look around for kids, because I know that's what they were looking at last.
Okay. Wording
He
and
just
context.
walks up to a small little girl with pigtails, like, "You seen a devil and a lion, and girl?"
Roll a perception check.
No, we're not. There we go.
There we go.
6.
6.
I have a passive perception of 13.
Sure.
Actually, I
want you
think
to
it
get
should be
left
an investigation check, Delvin. Cough. Fuck off, Gabe.
You saw it almost landed on the 20?
Yeah.
We love to see it. You see a kid, tattered clothes, messy hair, run past, and he's running very quick, and he's running towards the tavern, going towards the alley, and you hear from jingling from his pockets.
I'd like to catch him.
As you stop him, he immediately pulls out a very dulled dagger. Don't touch it, it's mine.
I pick him up by the collar and continue walking.
Kapstan.
He doesn't know.
I know. It's just such a Kapstan thing to do.
Yeah, pick him up by his collar, continue walking the direction of General.
What's your AC?
Hey. 17 currently.
He takes a swipe with his dull knife, and it tink against your metal carapace.
Oh.
And he just looks at you, then looks at the knife. Oh.
Kapstan brings him really
I'll be right back.
close to his face. You should never pick a fight with somebody you can't look in the face.
I'm looking at you.
Where'd you get the
scared.
gold, son?
From that gray-winged lady and her lion friend down the road at
Where'd
the
they go?
magic shop over there.
Kapstan brings him away from his face.
Put me
Later
down
on,
now.
he's gonna say, later on tonight, why don't you go over to the stables and I'll meet you there.
No!
I'll give you something special.
Stop!
Roll either persuasion or intimidation of your choice.
This would be
Stranger danger, kid! Stranger danger!
persuasion. I'm being genuine.
Okay.
And then I'm going to slowly lower and push him off to the side and continue walking.
When you push him, he drops his knife and a few of the coins spill to the ground with a bit of a jingle. He drops down and he just hurriedly picks everything up. He looks at you, then turns around and starts running again.
Did he pick up his dagger?
No.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
Cool. And then I'm gonna make my way to wherever they were.
Okay. Keenan, Aida, what you doing? How you doing?
Is the magic shop open?
It is.
I'm gonna walk inside.
You walk inside, and there's a little from the bell. You see no one in. You see a bunch of items behind glass display cases, and a empty counter. And as the bell rings, you hear from a door behind the counter. 1 second. Yep. Hold on. I'll be right there. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. Wait. And then you see this halfling man with this long green overcoat covering over this this gray vest and these baggy slacks he's wearing. Seems very too big for his halfling size. He jumps up on a stool and then jumps up on the counter and opens his arms real wide and says, "Welcome to Gramwood Wonders. Forgot the line. Fuck.
All right, dear. A for effort.
You see once again the halfling man, messy, long hair comes down just past his the midpoint of his neck. He a bit of a almost 5 o'clock shadow going on. He seems a bit up
a
there
real
in years.
vibe.
Seems a bit up there in years.
Yeah.
Welcome. What can I help you all with?
I heard you recently came into the possession of a necklace with a red gem in it. A bit magical.
Oh. I can check.
Would you mind?
He gives like almost a smile as he starts walking back, and then on a heel he turns again and he goes back to the back door. At this point, Kapstan would walk through.
Hello, Cap. All right, well.
Damien!
Damien!
Seems a lot of people are missing. Perhaps we
Oh,
should
I'm
take a
here.
break
Riley's here.
Yeah. Like, I just came back, but maybe we should take.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. I will write that
I
down.
do believe.
And we're back.
Hello!
I had a pizza.
Hello! What's going on?
Pizza was nice. And now I'm back here with these losers. So. Yeah.
But let us know in the comments how you feel about sweat.
And pineapple on
Okay.
pizza. Do you like pineapple on pizza? Let us know.
Okay, hot take. Pineapple on pizza.
Waffles are better than pancakes.
I agree with that. Because
Yeah,
they're
me
like
too.
little gentlemen. They have little pockets to hold your stuff.
Anyways.
Wait, are we here to do something?
I can't remember. the
Roll for
exact-
initiative.
What?
Okay.
I didn't realize this man was fighting me when I asked if I could buy the necklace.
All right, I can't wait to body that kid.
Not the child, no.
Kapstan just hangs a child. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. So you guys go in, and you have entered the store titled Gramwood Wonders. It appears to be a shop dealing with many magical things. And Kapstan has just caught up to you.
Indeed. Hello, Cap.
Hey, folks, ran into your little friend.
You're talking about Angel?
Well, one of his siblings.
The one with the money.
Ah,
Good kid.
decent.
Good.
I pull out the dagger.
Yeah, stupid.
Well, now that he's got some gold, maybe he can get himself a better one.
If he shows up at the stables tonight, like I said, I might just have something for him.
What you gonna give him?
I don't know. We'll have to see what's in the coffin.
All right then.
Around this time, the halfling fellow comes out. We got a necklace.
May I see it?
No.
No.
I don't let customers near my merchandise until they've paid.
Insight check.
How big's the counter?
Taller than him. He's a halfling and he has to use a stool to stand and get to see above it.
Okay, let's let Riley do his insight check real quick.
Alright, insight.
Before I do something stupid.
You're gonna get kicked out.
Well,
This is a stern halfling.
that being said, Kapstan's going to walk past Ida and Keenan, sit on the counter, slide around, and sit right in front of the halfling.
Okay.
So, what are we looking for, Ida?
Cap, I think we should take this civilly before you do resort to Kapstan things.
I wonder if he'll fit in a box.
He will.
I was going to say, Miss Ida, I think this man here started it, to be fair.
See, even the kid's right.
The entire
So
time,
what are
this
we
halfling
looking
man
for?
is like looking you in the eyes, Kapstan, arms crossed, bit of a smile on his face.
What'd you say your name was, sir?
Gramwood.
And please,
Lance Gramwood.
excuse my friends.
Has Ida said anything about if this necklace is magical or not?
Yes, she has.
I want to cast Detect Magic then.
And he's blinded by the light.
We're in a magic shop, Keenan.
I know,
As you,
but I'm just trying to see like the things that are like.
I was gonna say, I guess you would be able to pick them out, huh?
Yeah.
As
I
you
guess so.
open your senses and cast this spell to the menagerie of magical items around you, multiple blips begin to pop up and glow. Surprisingly, the things in the display cases, very few of them are actually magical. It seems most of his magical merchandise is in the back of the store.
That is a
Like he
smart.
says. When I said, can I see it? I just want to confirm that it's the necklace I'm looking for. You don't have to hand it to me. I just want to.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okie dokie.
Can I assist? Oh, shit.
Well, you're not persuading. You're intimidating.
What?
I was
don't
about
know.
to say I want to use my choir thing, but this is the wrong character.
Campaign.
One
Not
time I
Mickey.
remember it.
Yeah. No weird god powers here.
Nope.
It is a necklace, amulet. There's a red gem in the center, with a bit of feathers, metal look, lining the side. One resistance to fire. Buy it. Gold pieces.
Oh, for 200, we could buy
Can I-
an elephant and put
Can
it
I
in here.
insight check? I've been rolling great on my straight rolls. What is going on?
He is not lying, but
He's
You were
screwing
warned.
us on the price.
you were warned that this guy is tricksy. But
Do I
he
get
is
the feeling that
technically
he's
not
being Do I get the feeling that he's being tricksy right now?
Feel like he's withholding information.
How much did you say it was?
100 gold pieces.
You got any work that needs done around here?
What was his name?
Lance
Grimwood. Gramwood.
Mr. Gramwood, I'm personally not much of a barterer, but I do have this scroll of water walking. If it would decrease the price of the necklace at all.
He holds out a hand. Do you give it to him?
Well, I think it's only fair that I don't let you see it until you pay for it.
Ooh.
Smart kid. Alright. If it is, I'd say I'd cover most. Probably like 10 gold worth left to pay.
Deal. I'll pull the scroll out of my pouch and 10 gold, and I'll hold it in my hands, not set it on the counter.
We'll go back into
The necklace first, short stack.
He kind of like gives you a nod, kind of like gives an expression that basically says, "Fair enough." And he'll reach into his oversized like long coat, and he'll hold up a necklace. It is this silverly lined amulet with a red gem in the center. Like you said, the silver is made into a pattern of feathers, and on the bottom hangs a symbol of what is essentially it looks to be a sun.
Is it magical?
Yes.
Hey, Dalton.
Do I know this symbol, Dalton?
You do. Well, no. Make a religion check. Yeah, you
As a purveyor of things,
Mhm.
would I be able to gauge how much this is worth?
You are not magically inclined, but you can attempt because you steal
Straight up
things.
gold value. Yeah.
Roll an Arcana check with advantage because you're specifically trying to figure out the value.
I'll set the scroll and the gold down.
19.
You would say this would only run like 75 gold pieces. Is the best you might think for it.
Bit of a high markup, isn't it, Mr. Grimwood?
Gramwood cap.
I know. I was like, I know what it is.
It doesn't matter what the price is, Cap.
It really doesn't. I've already paid.
Did you pay the gold? Because I've got the gold.
Yeah, I paid the gold too.
Well, Keenan.
I got tired of talking to him. I'm sorry.
You're not in trouble. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And if it's not right, we all know that Kapstan's not gonna, not.
Kapstan
like
just slowly turns his head.
Like the thumb across the neck thing,
Kapstan wouldn't hurt a fly.
Like, when Kapstan slowly turns his head, you see this individual like lean over to look past Kapstan. He has an eyebrow raised and he's just looking at you, Keenan.
He's harmless, dear.
I'll lean back to meet Kapstan's gaze.
Well, is it yours?
Oh, yes.
As
the religion
what?
check.
Yeah.
You do recognize that that is a symbol of the phoenix.
Of the huh?
Way.
Hello.
Then Ida's going to give quite a large grin and take the necklace. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir. Might come by again tomorrow, just as God.
Of course.
I'd say the same, but it really wasn't. I don't tell lies.
It's the thought that counts, Keenan. Aida, by the way.
Pleasure.
I'm gonna go to shake his hand with my ashen arm.
He like raises an eyebrow and he's like looking inquisitive, but very quickly he moves his gaze to like meet yours. It seems like he didn't want to be rude, so he goes to shake your hand.
Does it burn him?
You want it to burn him?
No, I just
No.
want to see. Okay.
She's just testing it because she didn't want to burn any of us.
Yeah, I'm testing it.
Just have us wear the amulet real quick, and then no.
I'm going to pocket the amulet.
Okay.
Look around for a second. I think it's time for a drink. I'm gonna-
Did we leave? Are we out of there yet?
I'm gonna turn to leave. Yeah.
I
Okay.
rotate off of the counter.
Welcome back anytime.
I doubt that.
Stay.
I check my pockets.
Did you have anything worth stealing?
I have lots of stuff. I don't know.
No. He
Do you
didn't
know how
take
many
anything.
wine bottles he has?
Yeah,
He didn't
I
take
just
anything.
got one.
I will preface.
Speaking of,
Because of your insight, Ray, he didn't
Mhm.
steal anything. However, you feel like he would have.
I'm about to say I would have noticed anything with the passive 18 for perception,
Like,
wouldn't I?
Would have stolen something.
He gived a vibe, I guess, that he is not quite the most honest of men.
Wait, Dalton, is this the Lance that you and I know?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Riley. It's the boy.
Well, it's a different boy, but it's the same one.
It's the same boy.
Our audience is so confused.
It's
Anyways,
just a different time. Anyway,
In an
yeah.
old campaign I played in, I had a character named Lance Gramwood, who is this character, and that was the character I played.
shady motherfucker.
He was a very shady mother.
I love him. Anyways. To the Willow Tavern. Old
You
Willow
guys-
Tavern.
You all have bad influences on me.
No, I think we're good influences on you.
I never would have spoken to anyone like that in my life.
I
But
just
you
gives
probably
you a
wouldn't have
smile.
spoke to anybody in general. At least you have a spine.
Look at him. He's raising his voice at me, Kapstan. I'm so proud.
Kapstan's gonna relay what he learned at the bar. By the way, I just don't want to do it in character.
Okay.
I was not here at that time, so I don't know
You-
what you learned.
You bastard!
Okay. Essentially, what he learned
Took a small break.
was that Kapstan basically asked if any of the circus members were in town, and the man at the bar said that he was not sure. However, he did hear word that Mr. Barks had booked a place to stay
In the high district.
in the higher districts. And
Oh.
And
the
apparently
room
it's easy to get in.
The room should still be active. Because he bought them for a few days.
And the guards are a bunch of hippies, so I'm gonna go buy some
Well,
rope.
then. I would very much
Just
like
kidding,
to go
I have
to this
rope.
place then. Did you get the name of the place, Cat?
No, just the higher district. It's that big blocked off section. Can't be that hard to find an inn.
Right, but what if there's multiple inns, Cap?
Then I will ask.
right, Ida, get off my ass.
For fuck's sake. Gregory.
How can I live, laugh, love in these conditions?
I'm a barbarian, for God's sake.
Okay, so you guys head back to the Old Willow Tavern, and you go in, and once again, you, Ida and Keenan, you see the half-orc, kind of older individual behind the bar.
Good evening, sir.
Evening. Take a seat. I get you.
Absolutely. I'm gonna turn the chair around and take a seat.
I'll just stand up beside her.
I think we'd like some of that orcish stuff, pal.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Well, I believe that's in your coat, but if you're talking about some more, he'll go and he'll pour each of you a cup.
I see he's been up to his things again. I do apologize for my friend and his sticky finger.
Kapstan leads into his coat, pulls out a different bottle from earlier. Just something. Pops off the cork.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just like set Enan down on the countertop.
Enan?
Shut up.
Okay.
Alright, I'll sit down now. It's been awkward enough.
Joy. He'll leave y'all to your company.
That would be the guy who told me everything. I don't know his name, though.
Oh, I'm gonna flag him down then.
He, like, turns around, like almost leading his head with the turn. Whoop! Yeah.
What's he look like?
He is
The
a
statue.
He's a statue. He is
Oh
a
no!
half-orc. He is a half-orc gentleman. Has a bit of a short-trimmed salt and pepper beard with black hair that's smoothed back. Has kind of like strong features in his face. Rather well built, and he has black slacks held up by suspenders that are going over his shoulders, as well as a short-sleeved button-up white shirt.
My friend here tells me he got a little bit of information about Mr. Bar.
He kind of like looks towards Kapstan like, really?
Kapstan winks.
Click.
This is the one thing I told you not to do, dude.
And then looks back to you. I may know a thing or two.
By now.
I promise. It goes not beyond me and my friends here. What was the name of the place he had? What was the name of the place that he stayed at, do you know?
Not sure. Can't help you with that one.
How many inns are up there?
2, I think.
Oh, well, it won't be that
It won't
hard.
be that hard to find, no.
No. Thank you anyway, though.
Yeah. Coleman, the old noggin. No, can't think of anything else. I know very little about what goes on up there, and they tell us even less.
Is it like a pay-to-enter sort of deal?
In most towns, you can buy a guard off and just look the other way while you open the door. Here, they believe in holier-than-thou type things. So,
Kapstan's gonna pull a rope out and start making a noose.
they don't really believe in monetary.
Lovely.
I like talking, though. You might can, have one sputter on a few words a bit too long.
I can talk. All right. I'm Aida, by the way.
Simon Willow.
Simon Willow. Like, looks at notes. Like Samson Willow.
One and the same. Great grandfather.
Well, aren't you lucky? Seems a bit of a shame you're not allowed up in the high district, though.
I'm fine with where I am. I find my way in somehow.
You,
Oh.
How do I want to word this?
Well, you think about that. I'm gonna check the size of the noose on the person closest to me that isn't one of us.
I was about to say that might be me.
Aww.
Just gonna kind of like measure around their head.
You're like
You,
like eyeballing this
when
dwarf
would your
next
shift
to you.
end, sir?
You're eyeballing this dwarf next to you, Kapstan, and he's like giving a drink, and the camera just
Kapstan
pans
looks
over.
at you confused.
I look at her confused.
Really don't.
And God's
live here.
muted.
Oh, am I muted?
Yep.
I didn't even know I was muted.
God?
My bad.
Yeah,
I was
don't know how
talking
that
this whole
happened.
time.
Oh man.
Well, it's okay. The audience could hear me. You guys couldn't.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful.
We'll
Sorry,
just have to go
audience. You have
back
to
and
repeat
watch
it.
the whole episode.
They just got a
yeah.
sneak peek of what he's about to say again for us.
No, I was doing a comedy bit for Kapstan measuring a noose.
Oh, good.
No.
That's a deleted scene.
I don't know if they wanted to hear that, honestly.
Blooper.
Blooper Jade.
Anyways.
My shift doesn't really end. I live here. Come around sunset, I could head off though. No obligation. I gotta stay.
Looks out the window about how late is it?
It is dusk. I think it's still a bit orange in the sky, so the sun is setting. You got
Not
maybe
much
another
longer,
hour and a
then.
half.
Well, I would like to buy a room.
Wonderful. That would be 5 gold pieces.
How many?
5.
I will give him 6 because I feel generous today.
Oh, lovely. Ida's all about charity today.
Yeah. She's feeling it.
Slides the 6 coins across and brushes his hand.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
The whole shebang. Yeah.
Oh Christ.
He'll take it and he'll appreciate it.
I'm gonna wink at him and I'm gonna go ahead and head up with my drink going up.
Wonderful. You go up and are you two staying? The 2 boys?
Yeah, I'll stick around for a little bit.
Yep.
That's. Oh, I think I'll take a walk and go see that district.
Okay. Ida, you go upstairs and you find the room, unlock it, and it is it's not bad. Got 2 beds, 2 like queen size beds, as well as a little chest to put any knickknacks in. It is empty. Desk, chair, the whole shebang. A few furnishings. There's a mint under your pillow.
Oh, lovely.
It's not supposed to be there, but it is.
I am going to I'm gonna pop the mint in my mouth. I do not have identify, but I would like to just sort of look over the amulet a bit.
Okay. It once again has a bit of almost a feather, like winged like flare on the sides of it. Within the middle of these wings is a red jewel, and as you look closer into it, you see a bit of a swirling faint energy inside of it. Hanging below that is essentially a silver ring, very thin cut, and inside the ring is a sun, a sun with 10 points.
Just gonna look up to Ian. I don't guess you'd know how he came across the little...
You cut out.
Oh. I don't guess you would have known how he came across a little trinket like this, would you?
Little squawk.
Yes. Fuck you too. I'm going to put it with my things because I don't think it's a good idea to put it on, personally.
All right.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Understandable. Keenan, you're at the bar still.
Uh-huh. I'm just chilling.
Okay.
Holding my prayer symbol. Or whatever it's called.
Holy symbol.
Sinners don't touch me.
Yeah, that.
Sinners don't touch me.
Just kind of like twiddling my thumbs, kicking my feet.
The bartender kind of like looks over to you. You a holy man.
I guess that would depend on your definition.
Worship the gods, do miracles, save the innocents.
Well, yes, I do worship a god.
Sounds like you're a holy man.
That's it.
That's all. That's all I do.
One third a holy man.
Yeah, well, my god's dead.
That's quite the icebreaker. I'm gonna be honest. I would have worded it a bit different. Maybe.
I'm still trying my best, mate.
So which one? There's a few dead gods.
Tom. And I'll hold his symbol up. Speaking of, are there any temples nearby?
There's one in town. It's not the Tome, the Amra. Though, in Fenton, there is a temple there. That's where he was born, I think.
And how far away is Fenton? Just south, right?
Yeah, south 2 days. They, what was the lady's name? Dalton checks his name. Amelia? The Duchess over there. She likes to wave that fact around.
What's
Is she
that?
is she like a priestess? Or a
I
cleric?
don't think she's holy, but a lot of people like seeing birthplace of a god.
Yeah, well, it's no bragging matter. I mean, at least don't wave it in people's face.
No, she treats it more like the tourist attraction. Come see the Grand Temple where he grew up. Whole thing.
That's for me.
Well, that doesn't even that makes even less sense.
Yeah, I don't think the old man would have liked it.
And is she's the mayor or governor?
She's the Duchess.
Duchess, that's the word. And how long has she been Duchess there?
It was a different guy when I was younger, so a couple. What's the word? Maybe 20 years or so, give or take.
And for 20 years, the church hasn't done a thing about her waving that. You know,
I don't
Thank
know
you.
if you know, kid, but a church with no God doesn't have much say so.
yeah, well, a church with followers should. And I'll get up and I'll leave. I'll leave a gold on the bar. Why not?
They like look
Keep
down
my
at
money
it
even.
and then look at you as you leave. I hope you find what you're looking for. It'll be a hell of a journey, I'm sure.
Don't you foreshadow
Good for
us.
Kapstan, You are off doing naughty business.
You don't know that.
Oh, right. Okay, you're doing Kapstan business. Very different.
Yeah. I'm on a walk right now.
I'm assuming you're walking towards the walled off district.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna go figure out what's going on.
Okay. You walk up. From a distance, you see a wooden wall, reinforced with a bit of metal lining it. 2 guards sit on either side of the door, and in the tower is 2 more guards on either side of the door, as well as lining the wall. Every now and then there is a guard tower that is being manned by at least 1 individual. Unlike the guards in the beginning of the town that you saw, these ones have weapons either sheathed or drawn and at the ready, and they are standing at attention.
They'll give him a nice friendly wave.
Both of the guards on the door, without break, their formation doesn't break like their stature, but they do give you a nod and wave a hand towards you.
Got a question for you boys.
Yes.
Why is the gate shut?
Unauthorized individuals are not allowed inside of this district. There are too many valuable things we would like to keep out of the common hand.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anybody around here taking some cool stuff.
I'm glad you understand.
Naturally.
And I kind of flash my cool ring.
I am a procurer of these items.
Oh. See. He kind of like looks over your person and noticing like the few magical items on you. Ooh. Well. Perhaps you might be interested in speaking with would be.
He checks his cue cards.
Yeah, my cue card. Arena. She runs
Arena?
Yes. Arena. I will type that.
Okay. Appreciate it. Fuck, that was fast.
I've been typing notes all day, man.
Clackety clackety clack.
Yes.
Anyway.
She runs let me roll that. Yes, she runs quite a menagerie at the what is it called? And he looks over to his partner, and his partner's just like mouth wide, just, what are you doing? Shut your trap. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I've said too much. Gives you a smile.
I step a little closer.
No, please. Keep going. This woman sounds like a wonderful person to meet.
Oh, well, and then like this partner goes,
I look at his partner.
Hey, just us out here. You wouldn't wanna upset Arena by turning away a potential friend, perhaps?
roll a persuasion check.
Kapstan.
Hey.
Freya, leave my bookmark alone.
I'm sorry, but we have strict protocol. Can't let you in.
I wasn't really asking to be let in. I just wanted to know about what's going on.
Details of inside the higher district are off limits. Unless you come back with the proper paperwork, we cannot tell you anything else.
I get really close to him. Not uncomfortably, just close. Kind of like shine his uniform or whatever he's wearing, just kind of rub it a little bit.
Dust it off.
And
Freya, ow!
Apparently getting mauled by a cat.
She was playing with my bookmark.
Rand takes 2d6 slashing damage.
I did. She did a front cartwheel off of the table and grabbed my leg on the way down. Oh, she ripped my bookmark.
Oh no. Use her as a bookmark.
Oh,
Freya, come here. Don't scream.
Yeah, don't scream. But I shine his uniform a little bit.
And, where would I get this paperwork that's so important to you?
Why did that sound flirtatious?
kind of did just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Roll a performance check. No.
Nice. What do you know? I have a +1 to those.
Either from someone we recognize as an individual who partakes in this art, or from someone who is higher than you, like your boss or an official councilman.
What makes you think I have a boss?
We just need to know you are who you say you are.
I am the council. Nope. Get off of my computer.
I am the Senate? No.
I am death. It pops him.
The goddamn ferryman. Anyway, so his recommendation was a council member, somebody higher than me, or what else?
Someone who they know is in this field. Someone they can like already have paperwork on, basically.
Well, what about this Miss Arena?
I look at the other guard.
Oh, she's quite pretty. I have to say, she's. Sorry.
Hey, when do you get off, pal?
Oh, The law never sleeps.
I love these cards.
Well, I would really, really love to talk more about this Arena person and, get the proper paperwork. But it seems Mr.
And I poke at his chest piece.
Sourpuss here doesn't wanna.
I do apologize for the inconvenience, sir.
I doubt that. So, if somebody happened to speak of this favorite subject, I'm going to take a walk this way. And if you happen to be doing your rounds that way, maybe we could talk a little more about it.
And I pat his counterpart on the shoulder as I walk away.
Okay.
And then I am going to go find a place to stake out.
Okay, so you're going to find a place to watch the gate?
Yeah. Specifically, I want to keep an eye on both of those guards, and when one of them is alone, I will figure it out.
Okay.
Now let's just hope it's the friendlier one that's alone.
Where you are. There's a few houses that people, live in, surrounding. There's a few alleyways.
Just knock on the door.
Yeah. There's a few
I gotta
alleyways
use
you
your
can
house.
hide in. The weird wagon stall is not too far from where you. There's a few options to pick from.
How hard is it to get on top of a building?
For a building? For Kapstan, probably not that hard.
Alright, let's go down an alleyway and then hop up on top of a building.
Okay, roll an athletics check for me.
Nice.
You try to find climb this building that is a nice sloped roof, gives you a good bit of cover from peering eyes from below, and you step on a barrel to try to jump up to grab the ledge and pull yourself up. But the second you apply force to push yourself up, the barrel just collapses and crunches beneath your weight.
Just smash through it. God damn it.
That's what I get for weighing like 300 goddamn pounds. Dense as shit.
Wait, man.
He can't! Well, now that didn't work, I guess I'll just chill where I am and look.
All right.
I'll sit on the.
Are you being stealthy or
one
are
of
you just
the-
like chilling?
I'll give it a shot to blend in,
Roll me a stealth.
Assassin's Creed style.
Good.
Nice.
You like find a little alleyway, and there seems to be a small group of people in a little a little opening behind some buildings, and they have a small little fire built, like it's very lowly lit, and you kind of lean against a wall, blend in with it a little bit, and as you look over, you peer to see if those two guards are still there. The more stick-up-his-ass guard is looking around, surveying the area, going back to position, surveying. The other guy, the more talkative one, looks around, sees you, gives a wave, and then goes back to looking around.
He's not very
Nice.
bright.
I'll just chill here until, like I said, one of them, ideally him, is separate.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I hope that noose is tight.
No.
Ida, Keenan, would you two want to do anything while this is happening?
Ida is
Preparing
Drinking her drink?
herself.
chilling in her room and hopefully waiting on a visitor.
Okay.
But she's not going to stay up all night, so.
Keenan, you doing anything?
I don't know. Would I be doing something?
I don't know, would you?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know.
If you can't think of anything, then
Yeah, for now, I'll probably just pace or find somewhere nice to sit and just think for a while and then go to bed. Probably like 20-30 minute walk, meditation type beat.
Kapstan. It gets a little later. After about maybe 30 or so minutes. You see two guards walk up, and they seem to have a conversation with the two stationed, and eventually they both nod. They both walk away. Both of the guards that you were speaking to begin walking, and they begin walking in different directions. Seems like they are off duty for now.
Once Dickhead's away from him, I'm gonna go find my friend.
Okay. Look. Okay. You find him. It's not that hard to catch up with him.
You on duty now?
Oh, hello. Hi. Yes, I am.
So, now that Killjoy's not about, you were telling me some fun stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Oh. She's very lovely. She runs, what's the place's name? Oh, the Arcane Theory. Yes, it's a little shop that sells magical knickknacks and, I guess scrolls for the more magically inclined. I know she does deals with, Gramwood fellow. Oh, and sometimes I know she enjoys her tea. There's a nice little tea. Not sure, I can't remember. I think I've been talking.
No such thing there, pal. is she outside of the district?
In there, so she comes out every now and then to get goods she needs at the market. She's going on a trip, but most living thing anyone needs inside the hide.
You see, I'm really looking forward to getting in there and talking to her.
Oh, I know, you sounded very excited.
But if everybody's just like your buddy, I don't think I'll be able to get in there. I'm new to town, and
Ryan's a bit of a stickler. He doesn't really like people.
Yeah, I'm new to town, and I don't have the connections probably needed. But I got all this stuff, and I just want to share it with somebody.
I know. It's like you learn something, and it's really cool, so you want to share it with everyone. Like you just can't sit down with it. I get the feel.
I grab him by the shoulder. Absolutely.
Flings the noose around his neck and strings him up in swift movement and goes
You ever
along
met
his
a
merry
mimic?
way.
Tell me more about Brat. No, just kidding.
You learned a few things.
So, do you have anybody in mind that I could talk to?
Oh, to get the paperwork you need?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, does she like... Well, her father's mostly on trips most days. The trip to them. You might can talk to Lance, the Gramwood fellow. They do business sometimes.
The guy that you threatened.
I didn't threaten him.
I think he felt threatened.
Sat on his counter.
Menacingly.
Well, definitely invaded his
does.
personal space.
He's lucky I didn't burn the damn house down. Anyway.
That is true. He is lucky that Kapstan didn't do that.
Well, that guy seems like he's a little,
Ass.
nitpicky. Or,
Word
yeah,
word
that...
soup.
It's
Oh,
just...
sorry, do you not like curse words? I can refrain if you'd like.
Oh, no, by all means, you be as comfortable with yourself as possible. The deal is that I've got all these fun little knickknacks, and I don't want somebody with sticky fingers to steal them from me.
Does Lance have sticky fingers? Does Lance steal from you?
Well, I was in there earlier with some compatriots of mine. We came in through town, right? And we bought a amulet from him that he charged us about 20% extra for no reason. Dishonest men, not one to trust. So if I can avoid trying to talk to him, that would be wonderful.
Imagine being a thief.
I think Rena should know about that. I don't think that's might be being overpriced. That's terrible.
Wouldn't surprise me. I'd love to tell her myself, actually. You don't suppose that would be a special exception, would you?
Roll a persuasion check. With advantage because he likes you.
Fuck yeah.
Amazing.
Hey, a dirty 20.
Nice.
You know, I think that'd be a great idea. I think she needs to know this
You've
right
done
now.
it.
Even better.
You've done it.
He begins marching, almost stomping towards the gate.
Incredible.
He goes up to he goes up to one of the guards posted. Bryce, I need you to open this door right now. Michael, we can't just right now. I have official business. You have paper? No, it is official business on account of. Is his name?
Brian.
On account of Brian. No, he kind of like
Brian
kind of
with a
like
Y.
looks towards you, Kapstan, and then looks towards these guys. He's like mulling something over in his head. You can feel it. It is on account of Duke Barrett. We need in now. Gonna roll a deception check. Okay.
You're gonna get this man arrested.
Okay. Barrett. It's that important. All right, let him in. And the doors open, and you are allowed entry to the High District.
I put my hands behind my back all royally and walk.
Okay.
Amazing.
I can't even.
I have the coat positioned in front so it hides all my shit.
I cannot
Look,
even imagine Kapstan walking like that. If I were there, I would believe.
you look like a pirate.
Just
And
no,
you've done it.
I'm a royal commodore, a duke even. I peacock around as I go through.
All right. Okay. Well, for lying to them, but I think Orina should know this. Very important.
I think she'll forgive you for that.
I hope so.
Because, I mean, we can't just have this man charging people out the ass.
Right. I think even the common
Especially
man should have access-
newcomers.
I think even the common man should have access to the magical goods he sells. Maybe even more expensive. That's terrible.
Aw,
He begins
Michael's
leading you.
such a good guy.
He begins
I must
leading you down
protect
the
Michael
street.
at all costs.
And you see this giant building. It is... How do I describe this? You know, I'll draw this. It is a building that is shaped like this. So, this is the main entrance you would come into.
State of Utah or a chair.
Mm-hmm. This is... It's like a... a chair. This is the entrance you would come in. And you can tell it is multiple stories and seems to have a bridge going to a secondary tower that is over here.
Okay.
And there is a big old sign dangling from the front of the door. It says Arcane Theory.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll go in and I'll introduce you to. Make sure she knows you're on good terms. He gonna be a bit rash, I say? Please do excuse her rudeness, I'm sorry.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
He goes and he knocks on the door. Miss Arena, can we come in? It's Michael from the guard. And a moment goes by, and the door opens, and he goes in. Oh, Miss Arena, you won't believe what has happened. We've learned of some terrible news. Tell him, sir. And you walk in, and you see a building. This first tower is filled, like, all the way around with bookshelves. And there is a ladder with wheels on it that you can move to reach higher shelves, as well as a staircase that spirals up that would reach to the bridge that you saw outside. And atop the ladder, you see is this this woman reaching very high, and you see a spectral hand come out from her palm and reach a bit higher, and then grasp a book and pull it down and bring it to her. She has long black hair with freckles of white patched in. I wouldn't say it's less of white from aging, and it seems more artificial white. Whether she was born with that or it was dyed, you're not sure. She wears a black gown with a red vest tied over it. Very much a goth motif going on here.
Oh, be still my aching heart.
And she'll say, "Yes, Michael, I recognize the sound of your voice. Who is it?" with you? Oh, this is Mr. He like looks over to you. Yes, you're so sorry.
Bless Michael.
I pat him on the shoulder. It's just fine, son. Miss Arena.
Doesn't introduce himself.
Yeah.
That is who I am, yes.
Michael here has done a great diligence and escorted me all the way to this building to report some unethical sales from your business partner, Mr. Gramwood.
She looks down and then starts descending the ladder, book under her arm. And as she comes down, well, that is true. That is quite a large accusation.
Well,
As her feet hit the floor, you are now actually looking her eye to eye. She is a maybe 5'4". She's a good bit shorter than you, and she goes, "Tell me, what has he done?"
This time.
well, it stands to reason that if this is a multiple time accusation, then it must not be that big. My compatriots and I are new to town. As you can see, I'm fraught with several arcane bits and baubles. Sorry, Damien had a cough. Well,
An adventure.
not
by the
enough
looks of
liquid
you.
in my diet.
Yes, an adventurer by the looks of you. And you know your way around a few scraps.
Kapstan smiles? Well, we were there and we purchased a amulet. A fire resistance amulet. It was important to my friend. And you see, based on other items that I've procured over my lifetime, I valued it at probably 20% less than what he had us pay for it. And if that's what he does to newcomers, I don't want to know what he does to people around town or desperate people.
Do you have this amulet on you?
It's with my friend at the inn.
I have nothing. If
Well.
it is the value it was, and he did swindle you, that would be quite a deed.
I can also tell you that being of the adventurous type, as you so expertly pointed out, he did give me an awful sticky finger vibe.
I am
A vibe.
I am accustomed to the deeds and misfortunes that come companionship, Gramwood. His pricings, if this has happened, I will talk to him.
To be honest, the amount of gold is more of an exceptional problem with my compatriots. I was wondering if I could get a bit of information to beset this potential rudeness. The monetary value is not as important to me. There was a circus that rolled through here, and I'm told that the proprietor had room up here somewhere. I just want to know if that's true and where it might be. And I heard you're probably the most important person up here. Not to mention by far the most attractive.
Okay.
That's just a fact. Don't let it go to your head.
You guys hear static?
Yes.
I do not.
I
Damien,
did.
could you make sure your mic's plugged all the way
just
in?
a second.
Hit. Touch.
Sorry. Does it fix that?
I
It's
don't
good.
hear it.
I
just heard
I don't hear
a bit of quite loud
I
static.
heard it just for a little bit.
Weird.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
That was Kapstan's brain working.
Yeah. Gonna roll an insight check on you. Fortunately, I do not know. To ease your soul. And she gives you a bit of a smile. You've been so wronged. All I know
Right.
is the proprietor of the bar came through just a room at... Hang on.
I was like, at where? At where?
At where?
No, that's the name. At where?
Oh.
No.
At
The
where?
Crystal Lot. And yeah, stayed there for multiple days. As well as purchasing a secondary room, which he did. I am of magical arts, and I do not partake with the... Fortunately, if information is what you seek, I am not the person to come to. I am an expert of the arcane of Greeks. So.
Disappointing to hear, but I appreciate the advice in your fantastic voice. Is there any chance I could get some paperwork so that they don't kick me the hell out of here?
I'm gonna have to ask a persuasion check.
Okay. I said any chance. Game, can I use my character sheet? Is that a thing? Can I use the character sheet? Sorry, Dalton. The game
is
said no.
12.
All right, above average. What if I bet my eyelashes?
You don't have eyelashes.
You have eyelashes?
I don't know. But what if I did? What if I steal somebody else's?
What if I click my eyelids? Like,
Yeah.
Click.
I would assume that the paperwork you did in here, and she flashes a look towards the guard with you, would be sufficient enough to not get you in any trouble.
Kapstan got himself caught
So,
red-handed.
if you
Technically, Kapstan never said that he had paperwork.
if either you or Michael need any further assistance with being guided around, I am not the one to look. Good day.
Get out of my house.
Please leave.
Dalton, because Kapstan's a fucking
static.
psycho.
Static's back, yeah.
Why?
Really weird.
Kind of making a sick beat though.
Yeah.
He is
Oh.
not recycled.
That one.
It's very vital.
I think I'm gonna rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's fuck.
EMCA. So-
DMCA.
Hold on. Sound settings.
Please give us one moment while we
Sorry, technical feedback. Because some of us actually take care of that. No.
Hey.
You know what? You know what,
Hey.
Damien?
Huh?
You know what?
You're
Your
mean.
DM is gonna go get some water. I'm
Like
flipping
hell.
off my monitor.
Whoa. That fix anything yet?
I mean, it sounds fine.
How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay. Now I gotta wait for the DM. Alright, because Kapstan is a fucking psychopath.
You're going to murder her?
No, but I would like to know if I could think of how easy it would be to set this room on fire and how fast it would go up.
Oh my gosh.
The building is made primarily of stone, but there are a lot of books here.
Room of light, yeah. I was like, this is a library.
Can't believe Kapstan would burn books.
So the outside would act more like a furnace, as the inside would
Oh,
begin
even better.
melting, and the stone would keep it contained.
I don't know, Cap. She can cast Mage Hand. You might not want to mess with.
That is true.
She'll slap you from a distance.
Kapstan's gonna turn to Michael. Well, I appreciate the assistance, Mikey, but you might want to get out on your time off before somebody decides that you shouldn't be here anymore.
No longer need an escort through the high district? Oh.
Unless you think you're not gonna get in trouble, I think I'll be all right.
Right. And he swiftly turns around and leaves. Static is back.
It is returned.
Why?
What are you doing, Damien?
I'm not doing anything.
I think his jack might be just like weird.
It's a USB.
It's a USB. Oh no.
Rip.
Hold on.
So sad.
What was
How'd that do?
You came in real close, faded through into the ether, and then now you're back. It sounds
I
fine.
unplugged
though.
the fucker.
Oh, okay. It sounds fine now.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to go walk to that place.
Okay.
Yeah, the crystal loft. Hands in my pocket, nice and comfortable.
I will say, because of your attire and the biology of
I
what
buttoned
you
up my
are,
coat.
That's better. You're still a fucking construct, and people don't see
I
many
put
of
something over
those.
my face.
Oh, great.
Just
So now
like-
you look like a burglar.
Yeah. No.
No,
You
I
do
don't.
get a few
Kapstan
head
wouldn't
turns.
cover his face.
But you do get a few head turns, but you can assume you're not the strangest thing these people have seen come into this place, as a large mimic disguised as a carriage did just leave.
That is fair.
I don't think you... Would you just look for it yourself, or would you ask around?
I'm going to look around for it as if I knew where it was.
Okay. Roll me an investigation with advantage, because you know what you're looking
Yeah.
for. It takes you a little longer than you'd like. There's a few times where you turn a corner and you realize that this is the complete wrong way. So to act like you blend in, you have to like take the long way around instead of like turning around and going back. Eventually you do find a rather suave building. I put it is this large building. Very tall, very wide, and looks to be made of almost this pristine marble-ish stone. Windows blanketed every few feet. Seems to be equated to a modern hotel, essentially. But you have found it, the Crystal Lots. Would you like to go in, or are you just observing from a distance?
Yep. Stroll right in.
You go in. You see a tall elven fellow. And he, almost expectantly, like, offers a handout to you. Your coat, sir.
No, thank you. I
You
get
just
quite
be
chilly.
Shirtless.
You
I give him a
continue.
nod, and then I pass by.
You keep going, and inside is this large lounge area. It has rows of like tables just lining. You see like fucking fairies flying around serving people tea and shit.
Whoa.
There is a well-dressed tabaxi man in blazer and suit and all behind a desk. And as you walk in, he kind of like raises a hand to flag you down. Over here, sir.
Evening, folk.
As you, I'm assuming you approach.
Oh yeah.
Okay. As you do. Hello, how can I be of service today?
Looking to book myself a fine room here.
Lovely, case.
I think just tonight. I've got business elsewhere.
20 gold pieces.
I hand him 20, and then I hand another 5 as a personal tip.
Thank you, sir. This way. And he begins to lead you. You go, and you follow him for a short bit and go down a hall. And he opens a door, and it is a very pristine, clean marble room with a raised platform center, maybe about a foot off the ground. He steps onto it, and he says, "You watch your stepping on."
I do that as I gracefully walk in.
You step up, and he raises his hands and gives 2 claps. And you feel your torso get tugged. And through teleportation, you are teleported to a different side of the building. You have no idea how high up you are, but you know it is a different floor. This way, sir.
That has to be one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. Tell me, how high did we go up?
This is the 17th store.
Whoa.
Story.
Extraordinary.
And he'll walk down the hall, and it is a sliding door that he slides. There's a button you'll see inside. Here's your key. Button will lock the door. The means no one but you. As long as you have this card on you, and you the key card. As long as you have this card on you, touch the door and it.
You know, I haven't seen anything this extraordinary since the circus. I hear they came by through here not too long ago. Is that correct?
Yes, they did.
Huh.
It was a sight to behold.
Really? You know, I've always wanted to do some investing with that. What's the name of the fella that owns it?
And he's gonna wait for a reply.
Oh, that was an asking, not a rhetorical.
Yeah, he's kind of like trying to like rub his fingers together, trying to think, even though he knows it.
Mr. Box, I believe.
Yeah. Huh. You think he's already in Fenton?
2 days ago. 3 days travel. With the amount of... Perhaps. Lucky.
I'm sure he would have loved to see something like this.
anything else, I can help.
I think that'll be it.
Go you stay. And the Tabaxi man will walk back and go to the circle he brought you in through.
No way in. No way
no
out.
way out.
Okay, so let's take a look at this door. I assume all doors are just like this one.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it made out of?
It is definitely wooden. But it's like a sturdy wood. So you like give it a good knock. It doesn't sound hollow. It's about maybe 3 inches thick, and slides back and forth on a wheel system.
What's a wheel system made out of?
Metal.
If one were to apply pressure at a pivot point, how easy would it be to knock these doors off of their wheels?
If you were to give it enough force, it's possible.
Fuck, this is a big building. I'm gonna knock on the door next to me.
Yoo-hoo. Big summer blowout.
You knock, and there is no answer.
I knock louder.
Okay. There's no answer, but the door next to that one opens, and they're not home. Quiet, please. It is a seems to be a like elven man dressed in like a pajamas, including the little hat.
Some
of us are trying to sleep. And it kind of gives you a knowing nod, like you know what he means. You probably don't know what he means.
I'm gonna step toward him.
Oh, I'm real sorry there, bud. I was just trying to see if they were home. Perhaps maybe you could help me.
Fine, if it quiets you down. What do you need?
Trying to see if anybody knows where that big circus fucker is.
Oh. I wouldn't call it.
Wow.
The noise that comes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yes, I could hear. Is what? You're on the wrong floor anyway. She's like 2 floors down. Makes noises all the way we can hear up here. It's terrible. Trying to get her kicked out for weeks. Been trying to get her kicked out all day.
Good to know. I'll get out of your hair then.
I give him a wink and I let him close his door.
He looks disgusted at the wink and he closes his door.
Kapstan shakes real quick, just shakes himself up.
I hated all of that.
And I'm going to. What's the floor made of?
Marble stone.
Okay, so
Whoa,
I'm gonna chop it through
fancy.
it. Got it.
Make my way down floors.
I'm
fast.
going to attempt to figure out how the fuck to get down 2 floors. I guess I'll look for like a, like an auxiliary staircase, a hatch, fucking maintenance chair.
You can
literally
you find a staircase.
Oh shit! Nice.
It's like right next to the room that has the teleportation circle in it.
That makes sense, actually. Okay, and I'm gonna try to find the room 2 floors down, right below him, because assumedly it's one of the closer rooms.
Roll me an investigation check with advantage.
That was almost intimidation.
Oh, well.
15.
You come down and you begin looking and you begin listening, and you're waiting for any glimpse of a loud noise. And as you're walking through, you think you hear a slight noise in a hall and a door. It kind of matches. It's a few rooms off, but it kind of matches. You listen, you wait for something to happen, and then down the hall, cutting a corner, you see a woman start bolting down the hall, and there is like 2 people chasing after her, and they go, "Come back, you!" What is a good slur? For
Oh no.
I don't. You.
I don't know if we can say that.
Come back here, you knife-eared fuck!
Uh-oh.
Ow.
And
Uh-oh.
I love prejudice.
yeah. You see a elvish, half elvish. It's hard to tell from this distance. Woman, running with a giant smile on her face, and she just shouts at the top of her lungs, "Catch me if you can, fuckfaces!" And she turns around and she opens a palm, an empty palm, and in it manifests a pie that she just fucking yeets at one of the dudes.
Amazing.
Nice.
She begins to run past you, and as she passes you, she goes, "Oh, pardon me," and then she continues to run towards the circle.
I'm going to turn my back toward those other guys, and I'm gonna try to so as I turn my back, I'm gonna try accidentally, quote unquote, move my way right in the goddamn way. So they run straight into me.
Roll an athletics check for me.
Ding!
Much like the bell in a WWE match, they collide with you and a loud gong can be heard as they both collapse to the floor, colliding with your sturdy frame.
I'm gonna turn around in a quote unquote panic. Excuse me. Have you no manners?
Out of the way, Tin Man, can't you see we're chasing someone? And they're gonna try to go past you.
Sorry, is that any way to speak to a duke?
Roll a deception check.
Can I get advantage because they're focused?
Boy, if you don't just roll that check.
I'll say no.
I mean-
no. Yeah, like they make a soulless shell at Duke. Out of the way.
Uh-oh.
What the hell did he say?
A soulless
Like-
shell.
I
I guess I
wanted
am
to
burning
be
something
I
tonight.
wanted to be an agent of secrecy today, didn't I? I really did. No.
It's like I am burning something to the ground tonight.
Oh!
I'm gonna pick him up.
Yeah,
What did you say?
you grab him like by the cuff of his neck, by like the cuff of his shirt.
Just like that child earlier.
Yeah. And you pick him up, and his feet like dangle up. Like you pick him off the ground and pick him up so his feet are dangling. And he goes, "I didn't mean nothing by it. You let me go. I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh no, it sure sounds like you meant something by it. Look me in the eyes, boy. Say it again.
I didn't say anything. I swear, I didn't mean nothing by it. What do you want money? I can get you some money if you need."
Kapstan said, "Run me your pockets, bitch."
I'm going to hold out my other hand.
Go on. Make amends.
Yeah, he goes to like reach in his pockets, and it's very awkward with the position he's in. And he tries, and he goes, and he dumps, puts a pouch in your hand. That's all I've got. Could you put me down now?
I turned to his buddy if he's still there.
Oh, he is like in like eyes wide, and he's like slowly backing up, trying to get away.
Does your friend up against the wall here speak for you too, pal? You got something against people like me?
Not at all.
Okay. Which one of you said that inappropriate word about that young lady running by?
They don't say anything, but the dude in your hands kind of like looks at the dude in the ground, and the dude on the ground just.
Oh, don't everybody speak up at once. I got all day.
Roll an intimidation check. With advantage, because they're scared shitless.
Fuck off game.
What? I didn't hear no lie I said earlier. The guy on the ground says.
Oop.
What did he say?
He said he didn't hear a lie that he said earlier.
Cap about to pop a cap.
Yeah. I just kind of like move my coat out of the way, so it shows my my swords.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask this one more time. Real polite. Which one of you has a problem with other people?
Guy on the ground, just Scooby-Doo runs away.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Guy on the ground just nothing. I love people. They're great.
I bet you want to go catch that lady now. You should probably get a move on why I asked your buddy here a little less politely. It'll give you nightmares, so I suggest you run.
Oof.
Right. He is going to get up, and he's like hugging the wall that is furthest away from you. He's trying to like scoot past you. And the second he gets like to the other side of you, he just sprints. The guy in your hand is going to attempt to break out. Athletics check.
Oh no.
He gets out. He's going to attempt to hit you. Does a 16 hit you?
It does not.
He goes to swing, and he collides with your jaw, which does not move. And he pulls it back, and his hand is like scraped and bruised. He's just shaking his hand.
Not his brightest moment.
All right, son.
Rest in peace.
Is this
He
a
says
fatal blow?
Riley.
No, absolutely. What do you think I am, a little bitch?
You take your talon, your short sword,
A
and
big old butterfly sword.
and with almost expert speed, unsheath, stab. And the guy, without even being able to comprehend what has happened, looks down towards his stomach, like grabs your wrist, then looks back up to you.
One more soul.
And I twist.
His eyes dull over, and his head falls.
Nice. I'm gonna wipe my blade off after pulling it out of him, and I'm going to spread his gold that he gave me in that pouch just along the ground, and to make it look like somebody was running away with it. And then I'm just gonna sheath and button my coat up, and then walk away.
I'm gonna go try to find that room again. Hopefully that lady wasn't important because I am not occupied. Or I am occupied.
You find the room again. You listen. It doesn't. You don't hear anything. You do.
I knock really loud.
The door is answered. It is a elderly lady. Kind of like a bit hunched over. Seems maybe human. And she looks up. Yes. Eyes squinted real hard, trying to look at you.
Got a noise complaint, madam.
Yes.
I'm gonna need to come in and do an inspection.
Well, all right. I have a bit of clothes out. I'm sorry about that. I haven't.
Oh,
had
don't
a
worry.
chance to
I've
clean
seen
up.
much worse.
All right. Well, you need me to wait outside, or you just coming in briefly? Or
I'll only be a minute. Make yourself comfortable.
would you like a bit of tea?
I won't be here that long, ma'am.
All right.
You walk in. As she said, clothes are a bit like put into like a pile somewhere. Seems like she's been here a while, and that's, I guess, her dirty clothes pile. There is a bit of a trash can, little tiny thing with a leather sack in it. It's a bit full. Nothing here that would indicate circus goer.
So, does that mean I have the wrong room, or the guy upstairs is a dick? Got a question for you, ma'am.
Yes.
A couple floors up, we've got a gentleman who is one of the few that called in for this noise complaint, and it appears that your room is fine. Have you heard anything? Perhaps your neighbors?
Oh yeah. Harry, I think. He was doing clown business with that old the circus that came
Oh.
to that town.
Ah. And where is she?
Oh, I think I heard her run by earlier. She was out shouting obscenities.
Son of a bitch. I believe
Amazing.
I believe I may have seen her.
Oh,
She was quite in a hurry. I think I'll have to catch up with her. I appreciate your time, ma'am.
oh, of course.
You have yourself a fine day.
You too.
You close the door.
Mother.
So, Ida, how you doing?
I'm just curious. Did the orc ever get the hint? Like,
I
Oh,
just gotta
Dalton-
stomp down
I
the
don't know
damn
if Dalton got
stairs
the
and
hint.
fucking make her.
I would like to walk up to Ida's room because I know where we're staying at, right?
Mhm.
I
just
assume I
go-
checked the room out before I left.
Yeah.
And I just knock on the door really lightly.
hello.
I come in.
Oh.
Are you? Never mind.
She's just sitting on the edge of the bed, like drinking her
Wait.
drink.
Were you expecting someone else?
No, Keenan, dear. What do you need?
Well, why did you sound so upset to see me?
Don't worry about it.
Well, are you upset? Did I say something?
Keenan.
Mama's just trying to get herself off.
A lady's business is a lady's business. Did you need
Like-
anything?
Oh, yeah. I mean, not really. Yes. I mean, since you're expecting someone, I guess I can go.
I'm not expecting anybody, Keenan. Where's Cap?
Miss Ida, you don't have to lie to me. It's okay. I'm very good at reading people, and
You thought that.
well,
lady
you are
earlier-
you are a good liar, I will say. One of the best I've seen. But
Thanks, I guess.
I'll be around, and I'll leave.
Ida, just to herself. He thought the lady earlier was selling her baby. I guess I'm going to bed then.
Not even gonna try again.
As you begin to lay down, you hear another knock on your door.
Oh, brother.
Yes, Keenan.
You do not hear a response.
I immediately get suspicious.
Like that.
So I'm going to ready an Eldritch Blast, or if I open the door and it's somebody I don't recognize.
Okay.
I
Or
just pulls out a Glock, waits behind the door.
yeah. I'm just gonna approach the door. Who's there?
You hear no response, but you hear another knock again. And as you lean up closer to the door, from under it, spider comes crawling.
Oh no.
And then another, and another, and now dozens of spiders are pouring through under, and they begin crawling up the wall.
I'm blasting at the group of spiders coming through the door, and I'm jumping out the window.
Okay.
So I guess I need to do one of these.
Hey, what's some good music for this?
The screams of the damned.
Screams of the Damned.
Oh, oh no. Ida runs away in Irish.
Not Irish. Okay. 21. Okay. A
The
few of
Irish
spiders,
goodbye.
Yeah,
a
the
few of the
Irish goodbye.
spiders on the wall, you blast and they fly off the swarm, but the hole that was created from your blast is immediately filled with more spiders as they begin swarming to the ceiling and coming towards you, and you jump through the window.
I'm jumping through the window.
The door,
I don't care if it's closed or not.
the
Shatter.
You shatter the window, the door opens, and you see this silhouetted form, this almost female figure, looking through. There is a shroud over her face, coming down just below her nose. This is not the good I need. I can't find any good. Keep it with. Let's go with this.
My music volume at. Oh, there it goes.
And you
Oh.
see this lady with this shroud, and as she goes to step in, you see her feet raise off the ground, and a spindly leg reaches through.
No.
Another one on the other side, and then two more on the ceiling, pull her through, and she uses these legs to maneuver her way through the room and look out the window, head slightly tilting, looking towards you.
That is the scariest fucking thing I have ever seen.
Lady, I ain't got no business with you. You take it up with him, and I'm gonna send Ian after him.
After
Just
her.
to, like, distract her, and so that I can fly away.
Okay. Ian goes in, swoops down, and begins to caw and swoop at her face. And almost immediately, She raises a hand and slowly crushes down on air, and Ian freezes and falls to the ground, and you see the spiders begin to swarm over him as you begin leaving. Did you leave further?
Yep, I'm leaving him behind. I don't know where I'm headed. I'm just gone.
Goddamn thing, she can fly.
Yeah. Honestly.
Keenan, what are you doing?
Oh dang, I left Keenan.
You have just left
Well-
Aida's room.
And I don't see any of this.
Nope.
Did he see
Well,
her fucking
Riley
blast
can't
off
tell
the
if this is
damn
like
thing?
fake or if this is like a real threat. Like, if I need to be like finagling my. Never, anyways, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go walk, find somewhere peaceful again.
Okay.
I'll say some words to a dead god.
While a very live one hunts down one of our party members.
Yeah. How do you run away from a god?
You go downstairs and you begin praying, I suppose.
Well, no, I don't want to do it in the bar.
Oh, you walk and like meditate. Okay.
No, yeah, I'm gonna find somewhere where like it's not like weird for me to like talk to myself.
Okay. You find a small like alleyway, I suppose. That's a bit clean. Doesn't have there are no like bystanders in it. Just empty. A bit dark, but what can you ask for? Not much privacy in a place like this.
Yeah.
Do you say anything specific, right?
So, it's, I can never quite find the right way to talk to you, Tom. Yeah, everyone, to me, it's like, you're always there, I can feel you, and everyone tells me you're dead. And even if you are, I mean, what's it really matter if you're still here? In the spiritual way? How do you feel about this Amelia and what is it? Fenton.
Correct.
What she's doing with your name? Can you give me any hint? No, Tom.
You wait for a moment. Wait for any sign, reply, feeling, things that other gods give their followers. Nothing comes.
Well, that is to be expected, I guess.
As you turn around to leave, a bit disappointed, you hear this from behind you. I suppose it's a bit bullshit, I guess.
You.
Kind of
Tom,
messing up the
don't-
story too.
Tom, I always knew you'd be kicking around here somewhere.
Oh
And-
my gosh.
I just, why here? You couldn't show up in front of my new friends. They don't believe me.
As you turn around and you begin talking, you see a human man leaned up against a wall. He is bulky. He is wide. He is wearing this thick full plate armor with the helmet off, and on his pauldron, his shoulder, is a rhinoceros head with a horn that is sticking out on the left, and on the right side is the same pauldron, but the horn on that side is broken. The armor runs thick all the way down his body. He has a empty scabbard sheath on his left side, and even thicker armor on the legs. I can't remember what it's called, but it is the guard piece that goes just above like your chin, sticks off the torso and goes over your chin. He has one of those that sticks up really high, almost covers his mouth. And his head, it is shaved on the sides, with a hair falling down his back, kind of pulled into a ponytail on the back of his head. Most of the stories are wrong. Some of them aren't that. Kind of like looking towards the sky as he talks.
You know, Tome. Why now over a poor lady in Fenton? Why show up and talk to me now after all these years? Didn't want to. This is.
Well. To tell you the truth, it kind of like gives you a knowing smile looking in your direction now. I didn't think you were ready, then. Now I think my got a bit of work to do. Gives you a smile. And with that, we're gonna end the session.
Dude.
So, how do I get my hands on that armor? No.
You've already pissed off one god. She's a single party member. Don't do it again.
Hey,
Listen,
I
you're doing
didn't
great.
smash the spider.
Man,
Look.
this is the bittersweet
The
music
spider had
to
it
Ida's
coming.
death. We hear by
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. I'm not. Stop telling everybody I'm dead.
sometimes
What
I can
a
still hear her voice.
Dickhead, dude. Why did he show up now? Over the most puny shit. He couldn't have showed up like fucking 8 years ago?
Alright, man, he's
What
been
a
dead.
cock-
Show up with a
What happened
good
8
job
years
in front of
ago?
my cool friends.
What happened 8 years ago, Riley?
Yeah, Riley,
Yeah,
what
tell
happened
us
8
the
years ago?
backstory. Drop the beans.
Not the beans.
Fill him.
Well, for all my players' turmoil they're going through and all their misery, I had a great time.
I don't
So-
know about you. I got to murder
Glad you did.
somebody.
God, I forgot we're still recording. Goodbye,
are.
people. Go away. Love everybody. Love you so.
Go away.
Shit.
I have to deal with this
I have to
shit.
deal with these emotions.
As always, remember to follow GlassSiren on Instagram,
gosh.
Twitter, and Twitch, where sometimes she streams. She
I
does
haven't
great art.
streamed in
Uh,
so long.
She does awesome art. She does great things. You can even pay her to get her
Oh my
art
gosh.
in your folders. Like, can you imagine? I can't because I've
Your
commissioned her
very
a lot.
own
But, you know.
portrait?
Yeah.
Your own Kapstan mini?
Oh my god. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Huh. Well,
Goodbye, guys.
you know, if they don't find you useful, they should at least find you deadly.
I have to
Much
roll
like
up a new
Kapstan,
character real quick.
this session.
Just straight up murking people because it's just easier that way.
Mm-hmm. And when in doubt, roll for. I don't know.
We've almost
yeah.
got it, I
We're
think.
close.
Roll for a fucking dead god who wants to show up too late.
Roll for a new character.
Roll for a new character. Hell yeah.
God, what a fuck.
Sorry, man. I mean, sorry, not sorry, but you know. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Da, da, da,
Bye.
da.
Can't believe my bird's dead.